But you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Morgan, the host of the Geek Gauntlet podcast, and I have my cast of thousands with me tonight. First, she is our resident cosplayer and TikTok queen. Bring Cat Holler in. Cat, what's up?
Hey, I'm sitting here watching this woman. I don't know what she's doing. It's supposed to like somehow be some sort of cake decorating hack. I'm like, woman, you are destroying this cake.
What you watching?
It's on TikTok. Right here.
She destroying the cake.
Like they just dumped icing all over it, and like now they're dumping sprinkles all over it, and there's like an egg carton that's somehow supposed to like fix it. But I'm like, girl, you just dumped like 3 containers of frosting on there. Like, no.
What the heck you doing?
Yeah.
Oh my! And now she's gonna get the red sprinkles.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand.
You can't come. You can't cook for me. Hell
no. If you ruin cake like that, you can't cook for me.
You will never be the chef.
Yeah.
Never ever be the chef. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the crew. First, here's my contemporary from the Sports Report podcast. Let's bring in my man Ando. Ando, what's up?
After the shitbag balls day that I have had, I just got to say it's nice to be with you people.
Yeah,
I hope you're ready.
This woman's cake is like an accurate representation of your day.
Yeah. Shit on top of shit. And as you guys notice, Sparky is in the back corner. He's supervising me today because I can't supervise myself. So, and note to self, if my parents do watch this, I don't need Google because my mom knows everything.
Damn.
It's a root beer float, but most of the ice cream is gone. And I do have Money in the Bank playing in the background. So if you hear people yelling, that's why.
Yes. Hey, real quick, Ando, I got something that might cheer you up. Rios wants to say hello. She wants to say hi.
Hi.
That's Mio.
Hi.
Not Rios, it's Mio. My fault.
Hi.
But it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good in the hood, yo.
Oh yeah. All right, let me go to our next person on the panel for this evening. Delete that. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to my girl Janae. Janae, what's up?
What up?
My anime buddy. What's going on? All right. And last but certainly not least, this man knows more about comics than I would ever know. Let me bring my man Ty in. Ty, what's up?
I'm not even sure where to start with everything with that opening. One, I'm jealous of your background because you got all the ladies. Can't go wrong
agreed.
There. Kat over there is just rocking it on TikTok apparently because she just knows all the trends going on.
I'm losing this. This is like a train wreck. I can't stop watching. She just is like, I think we need some more.
Is he gonna take the egg carton thing off and just watch it like pour down like acrylic?
No, but it's already poured. Oh, hold on. Okay,
yeah.
So here's it's about to get worse. Like, just when I couldn't get worse. There we go. She's allegedly gonna lift it off, and it's supposed to do something epic. But I'm like, not with 4 cartons of frosting, 6 jars of.
And what's supposed to happen with the sprinkles?
Oh.
Well, if she lifts up the egg carton thing, it should just go and make a cool design. I would assume.
And then she puts you spray color too. So like, then the flavor is just gonna be all off.
Well, there is a lot of jiggle. What the? Yeah, no. Fail.
No.
Yeah, that's a shit
doing, man.
That didn't do. Yeah.
I will say though, when you had Ando right there and you put Ray's picture up, she looked like she was bending over for him. So like,
Ty, I need that today. Don't take that away from me.
Hey, I'm just saying you got a powerful like demon to bend over for. Say you're doing something right. I mean, there you go. And then Janae is rocking the strawberry fields going on here. So we look at that.
Oh yeah.
My daughter's
We're
like,
already.
you need to do strawberry themed. I was like, okay. And so she picked this wig, and I have new strawberry earrings I bought for my birthday. And
Janae, I don't know if this is appropriate for me to say, but you look yummy enough to eat.
I was gonna say, are you strawberry scented?
I'm not strawberry scented, no.
See, that's what you gotta be strawberry scented.
I'm Pepsi scented.
No, we remember what strawberry shortcake smelled like.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ordered a cocktail the other day at the sushi bar we went to.
She needs to
It
drink a
tasted the
Shirley
way
Temple.
strawberry shortcake smelled.
So for a very short minute, Funko actually made scented Funko Pops, and strawberry shortcake was one of the scented pops they did make.
I remember, and I had a couple other toys I remember were scented. It was just so gross. I'm horrible with scents unless it's an actual natural organic smell. I'm okay, but like when it's the chemicals and stuff like that, I get an instant headache. So like if I go into Bath and Body Works, I cannot go in there because I just start getting an instant migraine.
So
I'm sure your husband is grateful for that, to be honest. I mean, your husband's like,
note to self, when we all hang out at Texas for the Geek Gauntlet get together, we need to keep Janae out of Bed Bath & Beyond, out of any mall.
No,
actually,
you gotta come back.
keep her away from Lush.
That's
I don't know
Bed
if she's ever
Bath &
been to a
Beyond.
Lush before.
Yeah.
I have not been into a Lush.
Keep her away from that. I don't know if anyone else has been to Lush. They're expensive and they have all the weird smells because they put all the lotions on your hands and stuff.
Lush sounds like one of those places.
Is Lush organic though?
Yeah.
So
What?
Lush
Yeah.
organic won't have that issue then.
Did you say that they rub lotion on my hands?
They do. When you walk in, they basically grab your hand and like, here, let me put this $80 lotion on your hand. Hold on.
Wait,
Don't
wait,
you want this lovely shea butter?
Hold on. Will?
Yours
With
must be
us
really
being-
lonely at your store because
What's
at
that?
our store they're like, hey, how's it going?
Well, there's
I
no
was
Lush in
gonna say-
Yakima. I just know I went to Lush up like Seattle area,
I
and
was gonna
immediately,
say-
like when I took my ex in there, they just like grabbed her hand and were starting throwing stuff on her.
Will?
Yeah, no,
With
they've
us
never
being-
done that. But of course, in Texas, you do that and you can get punched.
Wow.
Like,
Well, this is also
Single man.
pre-pandemic, so
Yes.
Hold on. Will, with us being single men, I think you and I need to go into Lush and get lotions on our hands. I think that's what we need to do. You might have a cute Asian in there, and there's bound to be a fiery redhead in there that you and I can walk out with. Man, it doesn't have to be long term. Remember, we're not staying in Texas. We just give them Cat's number, and every time we come down, we got
Facts.
that.
Facts.
I'll drink to that.
And as far as my background goes, I got to be pimping at some point at all times. So that's
Yeah,
why I chose it.
got it.
I know because
Gotta
you
be
even
I gotta
put
say-
you put Captain Marvel back there too.
Yeah, I got it. Well, it's
Man.
Miss Marvel. It's
Well,
Miss
actually, I
Marvel.
think that outfit's her Warbird outfit. So
Yeah.
That's a warbird. Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say the way that She-Hulk is looking down at Will, she's like, "Hey, buddy,
how you doing? No.
yeah."
Yeah. Oh
but
man.
Jubilee's 18, I'm sure, right there. I'm sure.
Yeah,
We're
I
fine.
had, I had a DC one. Somewhere. I'm gonna freaking find it on my hard drive.
I may love Marvel, but DC tends to do the girls better. I mean, I hate to say that, but they do. Marvel's great.
Speaking of DC, I started. I got my Xbox One S finally rolling up, my Series S. I finally got the hard drive for it, and me and Robert played Gotham Knights last night. I'm
Is
really
he in trouble because you said Robert instead of
Yes.
Rob?
well. He's watching Money in the Bank, so I don't know if he's paying attention. Like they're making a lot of noise in the other room. Like I'm surprised you guys haven't told me to keep it down over here. So. But
I
no,
I still need to play more Gotham Knights. I only played like a couple missions because I don't know. I didn't like how they portrayed Red Hood, and then also I felt like what we were told we were getting from the game, I didn't feel like I was getting from those first couple missions.
No, I will say I'm impressed with the mechanics. It reminds me a lot of Arkham Knight, which as a Batman game, or as a DC fighting game, it's probably the best formula to stick with because the Arkham series by far is the best DC game made. So,
well, several games of Sony Spider-Man has pretty much tried to do the same thing. Also, what was it? Shadow of Mordor. You know, they basically copy and say like they're all using the same engine and it works.
Yeah. No, the next one that I got to look at getting besides South Park is Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, I think is on my to get list. So.
No, that'll work.
Yep. So they
He's
make
gonna
a better
squat up.
Marvel game for Xbox. Hey, I see a kitty over your shoulder, Ty.
There is a kitty. I'll say the only other Marvel game I'd say Midnight Suns. I've
Yeah,
been playing
I'm still in
Midnight
the
for a little
process of beating that one. So.
Okay.
So you already started playing it.
What, Midnight Sun? Dude, I've been playing Midnight Suns for...
I didn't get it when it came out. I needed to,
Yeah.
but I didn't get to.
Nope,
I just barely got it a few months ago.
I'm on like mission 39, and that includes the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Because every mission you complete, they classify it as a day, and I'm on day 39. So,
Okay.
but I'm stuck because now I gotta defeat Dracula using Blade and Morbius, and I can't get through the level because Dracula's blood sucking dick.
Maybe I need to catch up to you and then see if I can help you.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh yeah, that'll work. A little bit of teamwork.
Yep. Well, it's a one-player game, but any type of feedback I can get it will help out.
Then
I'm
there's me, who's
probably
like-
only on like day 8 or 9, probably maybe 10.
Yep.
Then there's me. I'm just playing all the cat games. Like last week I was playing Stray.
Yeah.
This week I was playing Big.
I
City,
want to
Little
play
City.
Stray.
Yeah, my
so-
sister was playing Big Kitty Little City, or yeah,
Big
Little
City,
City,
Little
Big
Kitty.
City. So
It's a
I was
it's
playing
a really
Overwatch
fun
today.
game actually.
is.
Like it's not really hard.
Gotta love me them Hero Blizzard games.
But yeah, it's definitely if you want to like just chill out at the end of the day, run around as a cat and knock stuff over.
Yeah.
Like
One of these days I need to get Stray. I really do.
See, I can't play
Person
Stray
that-
because the opening level where you fall off that cliff really makes me sad.
Oh, you
yeah,
fall off the pipes?
it's
Yeah.
a little more dramatic than in the fall in like Big City Little Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister, I was watching my
Well,
sister
Watch The Lion
opening
King and be
cutscene.
like,
Yeah. That's proof that cats don't land on their feet.
long live the king.
Yep.
Damn.
And then Jeremy Irons pops in.
Yep. What are you
Damn.
talking about?
Damn, y'all. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Give me a
You mean this
moment.
isn't the show? This is the pre-show? What are we doing? Are we tailgating before the show? No.
Yes, we're doing a little tailgate.
Okay.
Yes.
I already
There's
had my
nothing wrong with
pizza.
the
Sorry,
tailgate.
guys. I already ate.
Ah.
I gotta get the face paint on. Hold on.
Oh, you
on,
just put the
man.
helmet
You
on,
wait
Ty.
before
White
you-
Ranger power.
Shame on you.
The
Wando.
White Ranger helmet doesn't fit on my big head. It's a tiny.
No.
Hasbro be making tiny helmets.
They're trying to compensate for their tiny heads. Whoops! I said that out loud.
Oh, it's okay. Hasbro is compensating for being the dumbest MFs around. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Agreed.
All right. So, all right. So, first item on the docket for tonight. So, I have Star Wars.
For Acolyte?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it yet.
I did watch it. We still have, I think, what, two more episodes, I think.
How
Hey,
you
what's
doing, David?
up?
Welcome to. How you doing, David? Welcome to
Supergirl,
the
they
stream.
kick
How you
butt.
doing, my friend? Good to have you. Yeah, I'm a big Supergirl fan myself.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants me to go get into Acolyte or not.
Go ahead, do your
but-
thing, man.
No, I think it's interesting. I think at this point, I don't think, obviously, I'm not someone who read all the books from the lore, so I don't know. I will tell you, Kat, because of our conversation last week, straight up, one of the things you said completely came in this week, which is what the helmet is made out of. Like, right off the bat, he's like fixing it. He goes, oh, the helmet's made out of this. And he says a word, and I'm like, hey, that's the word Kat said last week. Cool, I know something now. But like, I didn't read any of the books, so I don't know a lot of the lore. My lore knowledge comes from like the core movies, and a little bit of the games and a little bit of the shows, but not like tons. And so like for me, it's kind of fun. So I get to watch something without having to know all the history of it. And so I guess for me, nothing is super ruined. Like some people will say that's like, it's ruining all of Star Wars. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it, but I mean,
That's just the toxic fan base. They're upset that like I said, they're upset that it's not their fanfic.
Yeah.
And that it's not the story that they made when they were playing with their toys.
Yeah. Well, The only thing I'll say with this episode is I thought we were gonna get a little more action because I thought we were gonna get a couple episodes of action. I will say this episode's not super actiony. It's kind of the fallout from last episode. And last episode ended with basically the twins switching places.
And
so
he tries to save everybody.
Yeah, so we're seeing what happens with that. It is funny to see once again how easy it is for Soul to be, I don't want to say an idiot, but Jedi, I've talked about it before, Jedi seem to be oblivious when things are right in front of them, and they just like, I don't know what happened. Yeah, okay.
Well, how the saying goes, like what they said in Spaceballs. Evil will always win because good is dumb.
That's fair.
Well, he's also running away and stuff too, instead of waiting for the people to come rescue him.
Yeah, but like,
what are you hiding?
Anybody who's played a video game, that's traditionally how a escort quest goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it took him too long to figure out. Spoilers. He will figure out it's not her, but it does take him the entire episode to figure it out. And it's kind of like, okay, this episode I think was actually short. I think it was only 38 minutes this week. I think so. It was actually like a shorter episode, and you can feel it too.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this episode feels like a filler episode because I mean, when you have only 8 episodes a season, there's not really filler. But it's just there's mostly conversations and talking. Grease 2 is in the comic. Oh yeah.
Xanadu would be a really cool comic. Actually,
I read that as Grease, Grease 2. It was like they made comics about the Grease movies with John Travolta and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Want to hand job, baby.
I would say
we go to
comic books are a lot like porn. There's something for everybody.
Did she? Oh my God! Did
Come
you?
on, dude! They made an Archie's comic. Why
yes,
can't you
he just said.
Hold on, y'all. For once, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to Janae to make sure I heard correctly. Did you just say hand job?
Yeah.
Hand jive.
Oh,
yeah, she's doing that.
Okay. I want
jazz hands,
Hey,
I
Will,
I
thought you said you needed a hoe last week. So,
Well, first off, you're right. We ain't at After Dark yet. But 2, some jobs be jiving, if you know what I'm saying.
Something must have been on his mind because he caught Janae saying hand job, and I said porn, and nothing came up. So I mean,
I want to be sure I heard correctly.
Will's trying to keep us credible until 10 o'clock, y'all. All right, we got to keep it clean until Geek After Dark.
It's 10 o'clock somewhere. Okay,
it's past
only
10
on the
here.
East Coast. Only on the East Coast.
Yep.
Why did it bug you how easy it was to factory reset that droid though? It was like,
oh yeah,
cell phone.
Yeah, that was So her little droid. Yeah, so in the episode, her droid clearly recognizes it's not her, and like tries to kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to say attack her, but it just like spits gunk at her. And so she just like presses restart, and then it gets a red light on it, so it's supposed to be guessing evil now. I don't know, but and also it looked like there was a bunch of different miscellaneous body parts for the same droid sitting on that counter.
Right?
Like, did they just carry? Did they just carry 20 of like these different? Okay, but yeah, she resets her droid by like pressing up, holding like she held down like the 2 start buttons and it reset. Like it was just
Control Alt Delete does it every time.
Yeah, that's basically what she did. So I was like, okay, well, all right. Like I mean,
and then I'm surprised I haven't heard an uproar from the fans. Because and Samuel L. Jackson not being mad about this, but there's another purple lightsaber out there, but this one you can turn into a freaking whip. And it's like,
so light whip is a thing for the record.
Yeah, the whip are a thing.
Not upset about it is because a light whip is a thing.
Yep.
Oh, there.
And they usually were in 2 colors, red or purple.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's per.
It was what? Was it Knights of the Old Republic where that came out?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did somebody say whip?
Yep.
Yes, there's a lightsaber.
We're trying to keep it clean. My bad.
Yep. There's a purple.
Ando, you can save the whip action for when we get to the boys conversation.
That part we might need to stretch out to After Dark.
Yeah. This week's episode probably.
Yeah. Well.
Ando's like, I need to go start watching the boys. Hold on.
I did get my Amazon Prime subscription re-upped for this month, so I probably should.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
Stretch the boys'
we'll get there,
conversation out to After Dark tonight.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get to
Yeah.
Web Weaver.
We'll get to Zendaya.
Anybody
Yeah.
anybody got anything else to talk about Acolyte before we move on?
I'll be excited to see where we go. It does seem like I will say I have no idea what the show's supposed to be, and I'm not meaning that in a negative way. It's just I feel like once I get like the hang, like 1 or 2 episodes into a show, you tend to know like, okay, I know what the plot is, or I know what the point is, like what direction they're going. And I feel like there's been 2 or 3 course corrections in the last 6 or 7 episodes, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if I just haven't seen the big picture yet. So Michelle Pfeiffer is great. We can't gotta love her in Stardust.
Yes.
Stardust was a good one. Batman Returns was also real good too.
But yeah, I haven't seen the big picture yet, so I'm not sure the direction of the show is trying to go. Right now they are suggesting that we are going to get a the original twin who was supposed to be the Acolyte seems to have failed because she has, and the other one who was supposed to be the goody two shoes is possibly being adopted to be the new Acolyte. I don't know if that's what the direction they're gonna go. That would be kind of cool, but I just don't know what the how they do it. So we'll wait and see. Again, I think there's like 2 episodes left. There's potential for some cool stuff. We'll wait and see.
Ty, Matt and I had a thought that I don't remember her name, the green lady that has the whip.
Yeah.
Might be the bad guy's old master, possibly.
Well, yeah, somebody
stuff.
Yeah. I have a hunch that whoever his previous master was, it's someone that I don't think that they would pull somebody out of left field that it would be anyone we don't know. I think it's either going to be, yes, you're right, the green lady, or the only other one I would say, which I don't like this answer, but like pulling somebody. I don't think the actor would be in it, but like name dropping a character, like dropping like a bigger Jedi from the movies in some way. Like maybe, well, actually, no, that wouldn't make sense because none of those Jedi would be alive right now. So I guess no, actually, it wouldn't be from the movie. So no, yeah, the green person would probably be the most likeliest.
I did find it hilarious how Osha kept holding the lightsaber even though she didn't turn it on. She's just like,
holds it like a gun. Yeah,
this weird, awkward face, and she's like, "Don't move."
Yeah. She holds the Jedi. She holds the Jedi lightsaber like a gun.
Yeah.
Which is funny because earlier we see her hold a gun and she holds it like that. So she's holding the lightsaber the same way. She's just like, don't move, hold on. Like it's going to shoot a beam of light out of it. And you're like, what? I mean, here's the thing though. She doesn't really know. She doesn't fight with the lightsaber. So that's fair. Like she's
Well, it's kept that then kind of accurate. I mean, because if you don't know what a lightsaber is, how do you know what it's supposed to be?
Well, she knows what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's just funny because she's clearly someone who doesn't know how to wield one.
But yeah, so like if you watch when you watch it, you'll be like, "What the heck, girl? Just stop."
Yeah. You kind of see why the Sith is not afraid of her because she's like, this guy can't even figure out how to hold a lightsaber. What the hell? Like,
did I just find it? Yes, I did just find it. Give me a second.
Dear God,
apparently our conversation's so boring. Will's multitasking.
No. I was looking for it. And I found it. And hold on. See what's wrong with it.
And I am surprised that Disney had a show that had a naked person in it.
Wait, what?
Well, Star Wars is starting to branch out. The first time I saw that was in Andor, where we got to see like a woman like in her like I don't want to say brown panties, but like she took off her shirt and pants in the background, and we see something. Yes, in this one, the guy, the Sith guy, strips naked and climbs into the water to go like bathe and swim. Yeah. And then when he's getting out, he's like, "Can I get out and get dressed so I'm not naked?" We don't really see a lot. We just mostly see like his abs up.
Surprise.
Nope, there it is. Got the DC. Blondes, there we go.
I have not seen that movie in freaking forever, man.
Yeah, it's been a long
time. It's been a minute for me. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting because I know they're remaking The Toxic Avenger, so it should be really interesting to see what they do with it.
That's a good picture too, Will.
Oh, is that what's your face, Green Lantern? That's
Mm-hmm.
what's her name? Oh God, it's gonna bug me now.
Jessica something, right?
Well, it depends which one. It's not Adam Scott's daughter. It's the other one. It's
Adam Scott's daughter was Jade. Wasn't she in Infinity Inc. on that other universe?
Is she in another universe?
I thought it was Jade.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think she was in another universe.
I thought the whole Infinity Inc. was in another universe. I could be wrong.
Who knows? But I see. I don't know. I'm like now I forget her name, but I know. Yeah, that's cool.
Jessica Cruz.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, Jessica Cruz. Yep.
Vixen. Still, Vixen's always. I feel bad saying this, but I feel like Vixen is the one who gets forgotten the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like an interesting. She's not a bad character. She's a cool character. It's just for some weird reason when we think of DC, Vixen is never someone anyone thinks about. At least for me, and anyone I talk to, Vixen's like, oh yeah, there's that Vixen person. Vixen got her own one season of an animated show. I never watched it, but she got her own freaking show.
You never watched it?
I didn't get a chance to because when it came out, I think it was on DC.
No, it was on
streaming.
CW. It was on CWC.
Oh, was it on CW?
Mm-hmm. CWC.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's on any streaming because I think last time I checked Max, it wasn't on there, which is weird.
Check the CW still has their streaming app.
I could go check the CW app.
Still there. It might still be there.
She's one
It
of
wasn't
the
bad.
females in the Flashpoint movie or whatever.
It wasn't bad. You have other.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't bad. Like there's one or two. Like there's a handful of DC shows that I missed out on for some reason, whatever reason. Like Vixen's one of them. I feel bad. The other one I never got to see the Swamp Thing series, which I heard was actually pretty good. I didn't get to watch Krypton, which I wanted to watch.
I didn't get a chance to watch that.
So like, there's a handful of those shows out there that like I've heard are semi decent. I just haven't got around to, and they're on my to do list.
Perfect. All right, let's move on. House of the Dragon. Who watched House of the Dragon?
I have not watched it yet. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, if somebody did watch it, refresh me and let me know if I watched this week or last week. I'm sorry. After I watched The Boys, I think it like reset my brain.
All those cubes will do that to you.
Kat needed some alone time after she watched The Boys. She was like, "Hey,
No, it was
honey,
one of those like
you want to go try something?"
Like there was so much to process in that episode that it was like, wait a minute, what have I not watched? This week?
I'm sure you were processing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damien,
You were tarantula.
Damien went to River Run, and he was having hallucinations and stuff. He was taking over River Run, and they're like, "Oh, here you go," because it's run down and all that. And they're like, "You can have it. We don't care." Kind of a thing. And
Okay,
he's
then I did not watch this week's
hallucinating.
episode.
I should have watched it today. I didn't get to. I apologize. I will probably watch it tonight or tomorrow to get caught up.
But near the very end is hilarious because basically Rhaenyra does not want a war and stuff, and so she's like, I need to talk to Alicent and stuff like that. So
Alicent can get fucked. I mean, what? Alicent sucks, man. I mean, she sucks. No, the actress does a great job, but Alicent sucks.
I am trying, and I sent it into the whole chat. I don't know if everybody saw it, but it was just funny with the Shrek.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
I did see that.
I had told Matt, I'm like, she's supposed to wear green because that's like her family and everything, but like her having the red hair doesn't make it any better. She definitely looks like Fiona.
Well, she has to keep going after her conservative, her white knight boy, who's just, no, I can't do it anymore, but I must, but I can't. My honor.
Yeah, but she says it too. She's like, this can never happen ever again.
I know. Like I said, they're bullshitty. They're great for each other.
And then your daughter runs in while you're fooling with him. So
now the question is, did she
Real quick,
continue after? No.
right.
Real quick on an unrelated note, I think Ando got the same message I just did.
Yeah, about DeRozan.
Who?
We'll talk about it on the sports report, man. But
Oh,
no, great job, Chicago.
Who? What?
Great job.
Deuces, DeMar DeRozan. Deuces, bro.
Oh, is that
Appreciate you, man.
what team was that? Because I saw something about that like about an hour or two ago.
Yeah,
Was that
Chicago
the
Bulls
NBA team?
NBA.
Oh, okay, not who I'm thinking of then. Never mind.
Deuces, DeMar. It was nice
Yeah.
having you on the
Yeah.
team, bro.
Right. Hey, you know what? That'll be our draft pick next year, Will, number 2.
Yep. Number 2.
Oh, I'm
Now,
sorry.
I got
Hold
some-
on. Will, before we begin, may I have a toast to the
Yes.
Rosens?
Yes.
3, 2.
Oh, I thought we were clinking. My bad.
No,
go.
we can.
Clink, clink,
Clink.
There you go.
clink.
Cat,
Hey.
Janae, where are your drinks?
Hey, now,
Clink, Janae, we need your can of Pepsi.
Good.
clink,
Clink.
clink. There we go. All right. I have an opinion.
Okay.
And
Dear God, everybody,
everybody is entitled to their opinion.
Sure.
Now,
Will is always correct.
David said, in his opinion, Helen Slater was the best Supergirl.
Ooh,
Who?
she was the original Supergirl.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I have an opinion on that.
That was amazing.
I remember.
funny.
If I'm thinking of if that's the person I've watched old
This-
school Supergirl long ago.
Janae, you watched the new Flash movie, right?
Blonde girl in every single movie.
The
The
timing
new-
of that was perfect. Oh
Okay.
my god!
In the new Janae, in the new Flash movie, when you see the multiverses and we see the horrible CGI of the Supergirl, that's who he's talking about.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
So I will say this: I have a firm belief that Michael Keaton is the best Batman. I have a firm belief that Christopher Reeve is the best Superman, but that's because I'm a '90s kid. I will not argue that Helen isn't the best Supergirl. I prefer Melissa Bonet
Melissa
from
Benoist.
Supergirl the
Yes.
TV. Yep, from the TV show. That's my personal opinion.
Me too.
But I
never watched it.
like
either.
if you said that Val Kilmer or
What?
George Clooney was the best Superman or was the best Batman, I would push you off that ledge because you're dumb. But anybody who says Helen Slater is the best, I mean, I'll
It's
That's
hard to argue
It
because what she did for that time is what you really expected her to do.
and she didn't put bat nipples on her suit.
No.
I mean, I would have enjoyed it, but
I
you
mean,
need to make them a little bigger.
you know.
Whoops. Sorry,
I mean,
after
you know.
dark, Brandon. After dark.
I gotta, but I gotta go back to Ty for a second.
I knew it. Yeah.
I gotta go back because Ty said he's never seen the show.
So there's two reasons I haven't seen the show. One was at the time when it came out, I was worried because it originally wasn't connected to the Arrowverse, and it was going to be on the CW or whatever it was. It was
started on CBS.
CBS, whatever it was. It looked, the trailers to me looked like they were trying, like it looked like they were going to do a really bad show.
Yeah.
At the time. Now I've heard that they did a good job. The other thing also is about the time I was even remotely interested in giving it a try, I got out of the Arrowverse. And for me to do that, I cut off all the Arrowverse shows.
How can you do that?
I didn't finish the last season or two of Arrow.
How can
I
you
didn't
do
finish
that,
Flash. I didn't watch any of Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning.
Legends of Tomorrow is good. I think you'd actually enjoy it.
I know I've heard great things, and I've been wanting to go back and watch them. I just don't know. I'm overwhelmed. Do I start at the beginning again, or do I just jump in?
I think the one that you will not enjoy. Don't watch Naomi. Don't watch it.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that and it looked dumb. I didn't even care.
It's trash.
No,
Straight
It's
trash.
not the other one. What, DMZ?
So I
Straight
know
trash.
I know for sure. Go ahead.
And Batwoman, I didn't like Batwoman.
Yeah, I watched 3 episodes and I couldn't do it.
I didn't like Batwoman until Javivica took over that role. When
So you didn't
Javivica
like
took
it when
over that
Ruby
role,
Rose
it was
was in it?
palatable. It was palatable.
Should
But
I
not until that
skip
point.
and
And that
go
was like
to
season 3.
2? Should I
It's
skip and go to
still
season
bad.
2 and get to her?
It's
Yeah.
still bad. though.
It's
I
still
mean,
bad.
it wasn't
It's
great.
still bad, but it's better than Widow Girl it.
However, I do like the episode of Batwoman when Rose goes to talk to Kevin Conroy's version of the old Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that's cool. That was
was a
cool.
dope ass episode.
That was in the crossover.
Yeah.
I'll have to take a look at that. No, I
That was in the
know.
crossover. Yeah.
I did. I haven't finished it, but obviously I was watching was Superman and Lois, and I do enjoy that. And then I did. I loved Stargirl. I haven't finished Doom Patrol, but I've loved Doom Patrol from what I've watched. And then Titans. I mean, Titans had a rough start, but I think they relatively, I don't want to say a solid ending because I feel like they ramped up their ending really well. It's just that like they knew that they were going to end, so they tried to put so many plot things at the last couple episodes where it's a lot. But yeah, I watched those, but those are kind of adjacent to the Arrowverse stuff. Right?
I just think yes, kind of adjacent to it, but the one I hate, I didn't like the later seasons of Legends of Tomorrow because it had potential to be so good with so many heroes. And yeah, they did change them out from time to time, but instead of being a serious show, it went the comic route. And that sort of kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Well, I saw that they introduced Booster Gold later.
Huh?
I saw that they did introduce Booster Gold, and it made me laugh at the actor they have playing Booster Gold.
We got Constantine too. But you got Constantine too, which is cool. I just thought it was going to be more of a serious time. I mean, you had serious moments and serious situations, but it always fell back on combat. I didn't like that too much. But Flash, I love Flash up until the end.
I watched the first 2, maybe 3 seasons.
Dude, yeah, the fourth season was the best, man. When they brought in I don't even remember. It wasn't Salvatore. It was the one before Salvatore. That was a really good season.
Zoom, Gotham.
Gotham's another one I didn't finish it. I watched season 1.
You that long too.
I watched season 1. Well, here's the thing. I liked season 1, and then season 2, they're like, I got mad because I remember when they pitched the show, when the trailer came out and how season 1 was centered, was like, what if we did a Batman show, but we don't really talk about Batman, but we focus on Gordon? And I was like, honestly, Gordon's a dope-ass character. That'd be great. Yeah. And then season 1 was Gordon, and then I guess maybe the ratings dropped or whatever happened, and they're like, you know what? Let's talk about Batman. So Gordon just became a background character in his own goddamn show, and they focused on all the Batman stuff. And I was like, no, I'm done. Like, that's it. I'm cool.
This show to me was the fight scenes were terrible. Just the way it was written was just.
You're not going to get fight scenes with Gordon.
I'll say this. My favorite part of all the DC crossover universe was the Flash episode when he's talking to Captain Cold. And Captain Cold made that 4-line sequence. Barry, you need to understand. There are 4 rules to making a plan. Rule number 1 is make the plan. Rule number 2 is execute the plan. Rule number 3, expect the plan to roll off the rails. Step number 4, throw away the plan. That is by far will always be my favorite DC.
Ain't true.
It is.
Well, I still like early, because I do remember some early episodes with like Arrow and the Flash. Obviously, people don't know is like, I mean, I'm not, if you don't know, Arrow is just Batman with an arrow skin. Because they couldn't afford to put Batman. But no, I liked it because like there was some good interactions between the two early on. Like I remember an episode where the Flash had showed up in Arrow, and he like ran off or something, and Arrow's like, "Man, I bet Batman doesn't have to deal with this shit." I was just like, like just making jokes here and there, and I love those little quips.
And dude, I gotta say, when they first introduced the Flash because of the Arrow show, and then it shows the Flash, having his whole lightning storm, and then the Flash, I thought that was really clever because it's a good way for people to, oh, hey, so there's a Green Arrow show. I'm really enjoying that. And then all of a sudden, hey, you have this other guy here who's a part of it. Now I got to read up on the comics to understand who this is a really cool guy. I wonder if they'll get him. Like Supergirl and bringing in Martian Manhunter. That was another way to bring in another character without starting another show.
I didn't say it his wife. I didn't say the Flash's wife. I couldn't stand
You didn't
her.
like Iris?
No, I couldn't stand
wrong,
Iris.
Will?
I think a large portion of people don't
No.
like Iris in the comics and in everything.
No.
Well,
You're not lightning rod. Shut up.
In the show, she's just so.
You're my lightning rod. Just shut up.
We are the Flash. It's like,
We are the Flash.
I do remember the dad seemed way too okay with like, yeah, go fuck my daughter.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I know y'all were raised together like siblings.
I'm sorry. You say you're the Flash, and I'm the one with the million miles an hour speed. Fuck out of here, lady.
Exactly.
I'm the Flash.
I'm the Flash. Get used to it.
Like, we are the Flash, things like that. And so it's like, just have your little speed babies and then be done with you. I'm
When
tired of
she died, or we thought she died, I was so happy for that week on this show. I was
So
I
basically
thought
what
she
you
was
did was
done.
you
I
pulled
thought
the
she was
opposite.
gone. I thought she was gone. Then the next week they brought her back. Ain't this a bitch?
So you basically pulled the opposite of when Brian died in Family Guy, where everybody cried enough to where they wanted to bring him back. You're like, yes, and then they're like, we're bringing her back.
Gone in it. Yeah, she's
Since
gone.
we're talking about DC shows, can we also just lightly mention that they did finally after years greenlit? They're going to do the Lanterns show.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but I'm excited.
I think that.
Are they focusing on? Or are they focusing on the whole?
I've heard 3 different story plot ideas, and I don't know if any of them are accurate. One, the one I liked, was that each episode was going to focus on a different lantern, so it was going to expand over maybe decades, and then essentially having like the last episode wrap it all. Like maybe there's a threat that's like hitting the Lantern Corps across time and space, and they're all like battling that same threat, and then at the very end they all come together to fight that threat because of multiverse or time travel. Like that would have been kind of cool. I would have been down to see that. And then another one.
Sorry, go ahead, Ty.
I was saying another, just one of the other plots I heard where they were going to focus on Hal, and another one I heard they were going to focus on John. Each their own. But I really like the idea of having have a 10-episode season and have like the first 8 episodes be focused on 8 separate lanterns.
I really only like 4 of them: Kilowog, Kyle Rayner, Hal Jordan, John Stewart.
I think there's room to talk about Adam Scott if they wanted to.
No, you guys are just talking about the Green Lanterns, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't Alan Scott ring have the weakness to wood?
Yes.
I can beat him.
But can you really say that when the other ones all are just the color yellow?
Bro, he can't
Hold
get
on, I got some mustard.
You can't get it, bro. If he
threw a hot dog at me with mustard on it, I'm down.
Ty, is it worse to be allergic to mustard or worse to not being able to get a boner because you can't stand wood?
Hey, all I know is DC has some of the most laughable like things that take people down. What's your weakness? Yellow. What's your weakness? A rock. What?
Hey. But my thing with the Lantern Corps has always been this. It's like if the ring can do anything, and I mean anything, it's limited to the person's imagination, right? So if the ring is attuned to the person on that particular level, then how can it? Then as long as it's charged and the central battery core is in good shape, how does a Green Lantern die?
Don't ask me what I'm doing with my ring.
What you didn't realize is the Green Lantern Corps is just called plot armor. And so they can do anything until they can't.
They find that one weakness of the mind, and it's done.
Again, Batman just traps him into a room that's painted in yellow, and he's fucked. Like he's just like, oh shit, I can't do anything anymore.
This is why I paint my Batcave yellow.
Oh man! Hey, another thing to me is the fact that people who've held the Green Lantern ring over the years has been some pretty powerful people.
Mm-hmm.
It's also been some douchey people too.
Yeah, some crazy folks.
I'm like, if we want to talk about one specific douchebag, huh?
Sinestro.
Well, there's that, but Sinestro's not. Well, it depends who you're writing. But Sinestro, I don't consider a douchebag. Sinestro has like an actual like plot arc, again, depending on who's writing him, about why. I'm talking about what's his fucking face that everyone hates in Lantern Corp.
You talking
I just had his name and I couldn't remember it right as I said.
Guy Gardner.
Yes, Guy.
I hate him too.
Everyone hates Guy.
Guy Gardner.
I remember. Is it Young Justice or what?
Yeah, Young Justice. They're like, we don't anymore.
When they're sitting there, he's like,
we got brought up for a league membership, and both of them said no.
Yeah, both of them turned. Not bringing Guy.
No, we're not bringing him in. No,
I have I still feel I haven't read it. I think Kat picked up this comic too, but isn't it like How to Lose a Guy Gardner in 10 Days? Mm-hmm. I haven't read it yet. It was a comic of short stories that came out last February.
Yeah,
what?
It was a Valentine's Day special.
Yeah, so I haven't read it yet. I need to, but that one looked at. That's I picked it up.
And I always thought if I could be a superhero, I would want to be a Green Lantern.
Green Lantern's dope as hell.
I wouldn't want to be a Green Lantern.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No.
Oh, why's that?
No, I just think living that life is best stuff anyway. But I just think bringing a Green Lantern, it just it's too many weaknesses and not enough. It's too many cons and not enough pros to me.
What? Like what?
I mean, if you go through it, okay, central battery gets destroyed, you're done. Particularly as much space travel as they do, because they go from sector to sector in space.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out to the central power battery. Oh,
Well, if I
bro.
remember correctly, didn't they just establish that, like, a few last few years, that Earth is now considered a giant lantern battery?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see
So
that.
yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was from the New 52 or certainly after that, but yeah, Earth is now considered a lantern battery.
Okay.
So now, like, if you're an Earth, well, if you're a lantern working on Earth, you're fucking fine. You're forever fine.
You good.
Yeah. No, I said DC always has these weird weaknesses, man. Everyone is super overpowered until they have this, like, that's the problem. Like, I think DC wrote these characters to be so, like, godlike powerful, and then they're like, hey, how does the villain take them down? And they're like, oh fuck, I don't know,
A paperclip.
yeah, the paperclip of truth takes them down. No.
Just ask Batman.
That's what it is.
He has a plan for everybody.
Well, Batman just has trauma.
I saw a comic with a Justice League.
No. Ask Batman for how to take these guys down.
I saw a comic book when the Justice League was taking on the gods, and Zeus took away Billy Batson's powers. And when he said Shazam again, Zeus said, "No, you can do this because I allow you to do this. And if y'all don't leave here immediately, we'll kill Billy." And it's like, I think, bruh,
yeah,
he has no weaknesses other than that.
Well, see, here's the thing. No, I'm sure there are characters like this in DC because there's, when you have a billion characters, you start some of them tend to slip through the cracks. But like Marvel, there's 2 or 3 characters that are like insanely overpowered, but they have found a way to like essentially make them less overpowered by like giving them some very big flaws. Like, look at Scarlet Witch. She has an emotional breakdown and fucking ends the world almost. Look at Legion. Legion can warp reality to like a way that is so beyond comprehension, but he's also fucking crazy. So he doesn't even know what's real and what's not. And the problem is he's making it not real and what's not because he can do it. So like they do these weird, crazy things, and so that's why a lot of those characters don't often show up. Look at oh god, I'm gonna say his name wrong. I see his Sentry, the Sentry.
Mm-hmm.
Another character who's I think it's canon that the Sentry is considered the most powerful being in the MCU technically. I don't know if that's changed or not. It used to be. I don't know if it's still the same. But like he's another character that currently he's actually dead in the MCU. Null killed him.
He's even stronger than a One Above All.
He supposedly, I have to go back and look, but at the time, Sentry was considered the most powerful being in the universe. Now, what does that mean? What does the most powerful being mean?
Right.
But essentially, that's what he was considered. Because he's supposed to have the power of 1,000 suns.
Yeah.
So like, but whenever you make a character so powerful, you have to come up with a way that combats why they're there. And often for the Sentry, it was either the fact that his own ego would get to him, or the fact that he had to battle the void, because the void would be created just because they would balance the universe out. For him to exist, the void had to exist. And so DC, I think they just tend to they want these characters to be so big and powerful that yes, when you start to create these godlike characters like Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, it's easy to get so excited to build them, and then trying to come up with an idea. As you said, Alan Scott, what was his weakness? A tree branch. You
throw him into a tree. You're done.
It's weird, right? It's just one of those okay, I guess.
My mama can beat his ass. She'll just go get the switch and that's it.
Or get her cane.
Get her cane. Big Mama Cane.
That's when you find out the cane's actually plastic, and you're like, shit, God, no. My boy cheaped out and got me a plastic cane. God damn it.
All right. I want to go into. Did he say? He said something. Okay, we pretty much all agree with this.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Reeve's the best Superman. Christopher Reeve,
agreed.
y'all agree?
I think so.
He's the original.
Superman, yes. I would say Clark Kent. I would give it to Tom Welling.
Tom Welling,
Yeah, Tom Welling from Smallville. Only because I don't ever. He never really put on the suit, so to speak.
He never got to be Superman. I know what you mean.
Yeah, he never got to be Superman. Yeah.
I think he did an amazing job as Clark Kent, both in school and then as kind of growing up at the Daily Planet. I think I don't know, man. I got a really, really just soft spot for Smallville. I think Smallville was an awesome.
I get
show,
it.
man.
Somebody saved me. I get it.
Somebody save
And
me.
technically, that was the second sighting we saw of Supergirl. Technically,
Yeah.
Yep.
technically.
Back. Did you guys know? Well, who was it? The Aquaman? I think it was the Aquaman. No.
What?
Yeah. Alan Richardson played in that show. Who played Thad Castle in Blue Mountain State and was in. He plays Reacher.
Because don't forget there was, because we did see the JSA in Smallville.
I do want to say I know I want to give credit to OG Superman, but I really did like Henry Cavill.
I think Henry is a good number 2.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but Man of Steel to me hit harder than a lot of the DC movies, like in a good way. Like it stood out better than a lot of movies. Like I liked Man of Steel a lot.
I agree.
yeah.
So I guess for me, that's
Go
What?
board, quit Law and Order for it.
I said still haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen Man of Steel?
Me either.
Wow, really, Kat? Wow, Kat, you're leading a geek network and you haven't watched Man of Steel? What the heck?
You
Also,
know,
your camera is slightly—I don't know what happened to your camera, but it's slightly angled. So now you look like you're dink.
no, that could just be me. It's fine.
Well, it's the whole bad. Unless your housing has shifted behind you.
I lied. The Alan Richardson character played Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, in the Smallville TV series.
Oh yeah, we had that, and we had oh god, there was an Archer, wasn't there? Who was the Green Arrow character?
I'm pulling it up right now. Give me a second.
Yeah, we had a Green Arrow too.
Yep. Laura Vanderfruit played Kara in Supergirl.
Yep.
Jensen Ackles was in the show. I forgot he was in there.
Y'all need to go y'all need to go follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram's amazing.
Where is?
Yeah, he was like the bully or whatever on the football team.
Yep. Alana Kaufman played Black Canary.
That's right, Black and yeah.
Really?
Never saw that series either.
Never saw what?
Smallville.
It, I never finished it. I always wanted to, but I never did finish it.
Yeah, I could never get into it.
I remember liking it when it came out, and then I think I tried to tell you guys I tried to rewatch it not about a year ago, and then I realized I couldn't rewatch it because it was rough. I got to the episode where lightning hit Superman, and he was holding a kid who was holding kryptonite, and somehow their powers shifted places, and another random kid had Superman powers, and Superman was now a regular guy. And I was like, oh, cool, because that makes no sense whatsoever.
It was probably one of the writers' strike moments.
Well,
Writer strikes.
well, I know what. So, I mean, that show what they did was they did, a lot of shows a freak of the week. So every week something happened, and somehow kryptonite always caused it. I'm okay with. I'll roll with that. I don't agree with it, but I'll roll with it. But the idea that lightning would just hit Superman when he's holding the rock and holding the kid, and they made him switch places. Superman's powers isn't powers. It's it's who he is because of the yellow sun, because of the atmosphere. He's an alien from it's his organic self. So the idea that lightning just made his powers go to another person, I was like, nah, that's bullshit. And the actor who got it was the guy. I forget his name. I love that actor. It's the actor who plays Iceman in the X-Men movies.
Austin Ashmore. It's actually his twin brother.
Yeah.
Austin played Jimmy. Yeah, no, it was Sean Ashmore. Aaron played Jimmy Olsen.
Cool.
Justin Hartley was the one that played Oliver Queen in Smallville.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the rest of this. Shaw has his Suicide Squad.
Suicide. Oh, Isekai.
I saw
Is that out yet?
I didn't see the whole thing.
It's
The
out.
animation looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet.
There's
I haven't seen
4
it yet,
episodes
yeah.
out right now. I've gone up to
Oh.
3.
It's a show? Why did I think it was a movie?
It's an anime. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a
I gotta
movie. I
watch
thought
that.
it was an anime movie.
We gotta watch that.
I didn't know it was a show.
Yeah,
Is
we
it
gotta
dubbed
watch
or
that
just
for real.
subbed right now?
It's just dub.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh.
subs right. Sorry.
Just subbed right now?
Right now.
We gotta watch that for real.
So I had to
I
put the subs on. I was like,
You know,
All
Janae,
right.
I do love that you are so a stickler with what is and what isn't anime, but yet you love dub. And every other person that I know who
I wanted, because it was just a kind of a week, and so I really didn't want to have to read. I wanted to just dink on my phone.
I do prefer dub. I'll do sub, but I prefer dub.
Should I say? I don't want to read.
I just didn't want to read.
If I want to read, I'll go pick up a book. God damn it, TV! Don't tell me what to do.
Normally, I don't care, but I was just like, because I have to watch it on the TV because I don't have the app on my phone, and so I'm sitting on the couch and I'm having to read, and the subtitles are not that big, and I'm like,
So what you're saying is you need a bigger TV. I mean,
a very big TV.
Everybody needs a bigger TV. Ty?
Subtitles the size.
Yeah, I didn't see any. It just said to turn it on. I'll have to dink around with it.
Oh, okay.
But and then the second thing is like then you have to like if you go watch something else, you have to make sure you turn the subs back off because otherwise it just carries on to some other show that's in English.
No, look into turning on the subtitles in the app, not on the TV. Use it in the app.
She says she doesn't have the app.
I don't
know.
have...
But what she's saying, no, but like whatever you're watching it on your TV, go into that. So she's obviously watching it on an app because it's on. I want to say it's on Max.
No, it's like through what is it? It's Max.
Yeah. So if you go into the Max app, you can turn the subtitles on in that app. Then you don't have to worry about turning on if you're watching other things not in that to turn off your subtitles.
No. I'm saying I have to turn them back off when I if I'm still in Max. If I want to go watch House of Dragons, I have to turn it off.
Yeah.
Does Japanese Harley Quinn sound dope?
Huh?
Does Japanese Harley Quinn sound dope?
She sounds like a typical Japanese girl.
Tell me, does she say uwu? Does she say uwu?
She goes, what? Nani?
Okay. I guess I'm going to have to watch it with sub.
It's hilarious because she goes, Pudding-chan.
I'll watch it for sub just for that.
I am instantly turned off. Sorry, Harley.
Because she says
the Japanese turns you off, Anna. Interesting.
I'm not Will, okay?
You were just licking someone's behind from an anime about 30, 40 minutes ago. Rhea, whatever.
But I am surprised that they picked Clayface for this. But it is pretty interesting.
They did just show some more stuff for the Batman Ninja or whatever.
Yeah, that trailer came out this week. That was a dope trailer. Let's get into the boys.
Oh, we're after dark. Let's do it.
Hey, it is officially 10 o'clock. Officially 10 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock my time, so we ready.
I would say this is probably one of the most fucked up episodes, but in a weird way.
Will, you have to put the parental advisory up here, remember? Parental advisory.
I don't have that anymore. It's like a file window. I might be able to file one.
There were definitely a lot of dildos in this episode.
If you know anything about Tech Knight from the actual comic,
he has to fuck everything.
This is so tame.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because what's funny is this is even tame when he was compared to when he was on Gen V. Because Gen V, when you see him several times when he sees like a hole, he's got to put his dick in it. We don't see that right away here. But here's the thing. So I know I'm jumping around here, but when we find out that Webweaver was invited by Tech Knight, I immediately was like, oh, he wants to fuck his hole. He wants to fuck his web hole. And I was like, oh shit, that's gonna come up. I was like, so especially when he's like pulling down his pants, I'm like, don't turn your back to him because he's gonna be looking for your web hole.
Yeah, that was
what show is this so I know to avoid it?
The voice.
Gen
The
V.
voice.
Hey, the actor who plays Tech Knight is dope as hell. I love that
Yeah.
actor.
But so we've already the week before we went through Old McDonald
Yep.
Yep,
and
yep.
Flying Cannibal Sheep.
Now we got fucked up Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. And
There you go.
Maxwell.
it's one of those things like they
It's like
get
lyrics.
this party at and Huey's dealing with some stuff, right? Like his dad, from at first they thought, hey, the compound V just saved him. Like maybe there's not going to be any weird side effects.
Mm-hmm.
There were some weird side effects.
Well, I cut out. So what? Who?
Huey's dad.
Oh, last week's. Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't die until the beginning of this week.
No, he died. That was the ending last
That was the
week.
ending of last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Huey's still trying to process all that. And the guilt of I'm the one that gave him the compound V.
Actually,
His
Killed the
mom.
mom.
Well, but he got
had
the compound V.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Euthanized.
he got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So even if he wasn't the one that injected him, he still was the one that got his hands on the substance for his dad.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Idiot.
he's kind of dealing with that. And this is the thing, and I'm just going to say it, and you guys are going to come at me for it. I know. He did the typical man thing of, no, I'm fine. I'm
Yep.
fine.
Well, yeah.
No,
That's
work
this
through
whole
it.
kid. Everyone in that show doesn't
yeah.
doesn't deal with their emotions. That's the whole point. Like
Yeah.
it's showing all those characters. Yeah.
Well, they're all a bunch of Gen Xers. It's fine. We don't have feelings.
Butcher's
so-
just Butcher.
Yeah. So the fact that Huey's like, yeah, fine, I'll put on the suit. Let's do this.
This is the worst plan they've ever had.
Yes, like this right here is like, this is absolutely the worst plan. And they don't know that much about Webweaver.
They put him in a room with so many fucking superheroes that don't. Okay, I'm sorry, but like I get it. Again, plot armor will roll with it. But how many people were in that house, and you're telling me Homelander didn't hear or smell them?
Right.
There we go.
I'll give it to you that he got away with Huey because they give it like the masking scent of the disgusting costume.
Yeah.
But sports report there. No, other people like he could have definitely would have smelled Starlight. Like I'm sure he knows what Starlight smells like.
Well, but the only thing though is with Homelander, like certain abilities of his, like he has to be actively using them. It seems like
He's smelt people before though. We've had it in the series where he's like, I smell something. Somebody's here. Like it has happened before.
yeah, but you're
Plot
right.
armor.
Yeah, plot armor. Yeah. But the whole thing and like the fact that you're going into a building you don't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to stay in communication, but like what kind of blockers could these are billionaires.
Well, also, how is he talking to them? And I'm not worried that one of the superheroes was super hearing. They just established Tech Knight has super hearing.
Yeah.
Also, again, with the plot armor too, with Tech Knight is supposed to be basically kind of like the world's greatest detective because he can like see all the different changes in people and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that Tech Knight couldn't understand that this person wasn't turned on, that he was terrified for his life. You're saying he couldn't differentiate between the two?
Depending. If he was just going off of heart rate, it gave a plausible reason because
It
the heart
does.
rate would increase.
It
But-
does.
But if you look at the behavior though, and like how well does he know Webweaver to think that this is the way that Webweaver would be into this?
Well, this is
I'm
his
guessing
first
they've
time
had
meeting.
interactions before.
This is their first time meeting. Because when he walks into the house, he goes, "It's so great to finally meet you."
Right. But here's the thing. But then how would he know what Webweaver's safe word was?
Well, he probably does all his research. He probably knows everything about. It's probably like I said. The reason he probably called him to be his sidekick was because he found out about the whole.
Your safe word on the internet?
Right.
Okay, this is the billionaire. No, this is the billionaire who's freely talking about how his family was built on slavery, telling A-Train that he would have loved to hunt him, because of
That was
this guy doesn't give a shit. So I promise you, this guy's a psychopath and does the digging and goes and finds this shit. He has a whole. We saw him in Gen V. That's his whole spiel. That's his whole
But what
thing.
I'm saying though,
Oh, he
is
found the junkie.
a
You couldn't
safe
tell me you
word
couldn't find a
is
junkie safe word.
well, but here's the thing: a safe word is going to be like usually the safe word is come up with on the spot.
Mine's
between the
pineapple
parties
juice.
involved.
I get what you're saying, and I definitely I understand.
You don't use the same safe
it is-
word twice.
It is definitely possibly plot armor, very much so. But I would give it to him that everything we've known about Tech Knight's character, that he knew everything about this guy before he walked in the door.
See, and I'm gonna go with that has to be plot armor.
He knew exactly what his turn-ons, what his kinks were. He knew everything about this guy.
Once again, plot armor.
No, again, yeah, I agree. I'm not disagreeing. I agree with you.
My thing is about this episode, what they did to poor Huey. When old girl did that to him.
I'm sorry. That's why I yelled Trancho earlier, because when he's just yelling out things.
That
Get my web hole!
Like, as knowing all the research they do on all these soups, how did he not have some sort of idea about Tech Knight's proclivities?
Mhm.
Because everyone else knows about it.
Well, everyone apparently knows everything about everyone, because I mean, by the end of the episode, apparently Firecracker knows that fucking Homelander just wants to suck the milky titties.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing: anybody within
Who doesn't want to suck milky titties?
Finding out more about Ando than I knew I was going to need tonight. No shaming, no shame.
She'll do anything for him.
That was something that was talked about and well known at VOT, even in season 1.
Yep.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But she was. Here's the thing: she's from the outside. She just joined VOT essentially this year.
People still don't talk about that around the office.
I bet you that wouldn't come up as much after he became the leader.
No, I think it still would, because
I would say after Homelander starts fucking offing people left and right, I feel like there'd be less conversations about Homelander.
Hold on. I gotta ask. When you say fucking off people, do you mean fucking off with people or fucking people
Just
off?
killing them.
Lasering them in the head just because they gave you a bad day.
See, it's after dark. It's after dark, so I have to clarify which part is the key pronoun. Is it the killing or the fucking at this point?
And Ando, since you haven't watched him, so just to give you a quick rundown so you know fully what we're talking about here. Yes, they go to a party because they break in where there's essentially, I think they even call them a far right party. I think that's what they call them.
Right wing.
Yes.
Politicians and billionaires.
So when I say that, that's what they say in the show. That's how they call it. But essentially, a far right group is doing like it's half humans. It's basically a bunch of like political people that they need on their side, and then a bunch of like shitty superhero people. They are throwing a party. They want information on what their plan is, so they send Huey in, which is one of our main characters, dressed in an outfit from another superhero that's basically a junkie they stole the costume from. Okay. He's there. He ends up running into Tech Knight, who runs the house, who's running the party. Tech Knight takes him down to basically his sex dungeon, or as they call it, the tech. Is it Tech Cave? Is that what they called it?
Tech Cave, yeah.
The Tech Cave. And when you get down there, it's all like dildos everywhere, sex toys everywhere. And if you don't know Tech Knight, which we've introduced before, Tech Knight, one of his big things is he has to fuck every hole he sees. If he sees a hole, he has to fuck it. Like, that's his thing. You're laughing, but like in Gen V, he's walking by and sees a tree with the perfect hole. Yeah. He has to put his dick into it.
Yeah.
But essentially,
is that a superpower or is that a curse?
That's just something that's his thing.
That's his flaw. That's like that's his kryptonite.
His power is
he has a really nice hole in a tree.
His power is that he's like super smart. He's super like he can sense like your heart rate, your sweat. He can hear things, smell things. Like he can deteriorate if you're like the human lie machine. Like you can tell if you're lying. That kind of stuff.
So like the yellow, the Green Lantern Corps, your yellow, your weakness is yellow. His weakness is I see a hole, I gotta fuck it.
Yes, 100%. Actually, what's funny is that's kind of like the comics too. I think it's less about the hole and more of just about he needs to fuck everything. In the comics, no, because I don't. remember fully in the comics if it's centered around the whole idea or if it's just he needs to fuck anything that moves.
Anything it'll fit into, he needs to put it in.
Yeah. But either way, so he comes down there and he basically, you find out that he invited Webweaver, and now it's Huey, obviously, and he doesn't know, because he wants Huey to be his new sex slave, essentially, as he calls him, his sidekick. And he wants to like do all kinds of stuff. So Huey is out of contact with everyone because they're in a basement where like none of this reception's getting out. So he's kind of trapped down there with Tech Knight. Tech Knight ties him up and like is trying to do kinky bondage shit with him. I love
quite successfely. There's no trying. It's
well. I mean, I was yes. There's bondage. Luckily, no one penetrates him right away. You know, you get the. You know, he was trying to. He doesn't get there though. But like, I love Ashley. She is such a funny character. Ashley is a side character in the series. I don't know if you know her, but like in season 1, when she starts off, she's just an assistant, like a nobody. She even gets fired in season 1, but. By the time we get to this season now, she's supposed to be running Vought. She is the chief like leader, but really it's Homelander, so she's kind of just a bitch to Homelander. But we've already established in the series that she's also kind of like a mommy dom bondage person. And so we see that she's friends with Tech Knight. So Tech Knight's invited her because they're friends, and they're gonna both dom Webweaver. And they're just like being kinky, like talking about how he's gonna piss on his face and doing all these things to Webweaver, and you can see, and they're tickling his feet, and he's trying to hold it in, trying to like he doesn't know what's going on with him. He's just processing all these emotions.
His feet, like
telling him you're just a fucking little dirty boy, aren't you? You just love that, don't you?
Little pain slut. Yeah,
you little pain slut. They make him at one point take his ass and smush it into a chocolate cake because
fart in it.
Yes, yeah, farting. And he chokes himself out too while he's watching him fart into a cake.
Yeah. So like it starts off before Ashley even gets there. He's got this whole chain rig set up for autoerotic asphyxiation.
But and you guys want me to watch this show?
Yeah,
it is so good,
man.
It's so good.
If Janae watch it, you can watch it.
I don't know. Janae's got some really messed up opinions on what she likes, man.
Okay, Ando, I'm just gonna come out and say this. You are a sailor, sir. You cannot tell me you have not seen or done at least on par with some of what is in The Boys, Food Wars, etc. Don't even try and go there.
Ando's like, what happens at sea stays at sea, okay? I don't know what holes are happening at the sea, but no, there's some good stuff there.
I'm probably not saying I haven't seen it, but if it's in a show where I'm supposed to laugh and have a good time, and I'm seeing audio rocks, the weird thing where you choke yourself, I'm glad you can fit that in your mouth. I cannot. Congratulations.
Hey, you never know what you can fit in your mouth till you try, Ando. I mean, you never know. But they they do rescue Huey. They deal with all that. I will say they really are pushing the narrative hard about ever since it's come out that Firecracker is based on Marjorie Taylor Greene, because having her do the news and the first topic she talks about is Jewish space lasers. I was like, oh yes, like this is yes.
Here's the thing. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Like, did most of us watching this know that Sister Sage was bringing her in for a reason, for an agenda?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Sage is. I still think Sage is still playing everybody. I still think.
Yeah, but the thing is, the worst part is Firecracker. You can tell it just now dawned on her.
Oh, the Sage is backstab. Yeah.
Well, that she's not. That no one in the team sees her as equal.
Yes, they don't take her seriously.
Yeah, which I mean, she's a little hard to take seriously, but I digress.
Yeah. Again, based off the character she's supposed to be.
Yeah. Now, mind you, we got so excited about what was happening with Tech Knight that we forgot what happened to Mother's Milk. The big guy, the guy in charge.
Are you talking about Homelander?
Yeah.
No. You talking about the dude that old boy was seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they all
we
go
find
into
out that
rescue.
he's a figment of his.
Oh, you're talking about what Butcher's been seeing? Yeah.
No, we're not even there yet. No,
Oh.
we're talking about when they go into rescue, or somehow you missed all this.
What are you talking about?
So Kimiko.
Yes.
And what's his name? Go in to rescue.
Oh,
Huey.
yeah.
And they run into Sister Sage sitting in Tech Knight's study.
Yes.
And so now they're like, shit, we were trying to sneak in here and not be caught.
Yeah.
And he has a panic attack and falls over thinking he's having a heart attack.
Well, he does it after he shoots her.
After he shoots her in the head. Which, if you've been watching,
they've already established
that she can take a tremendous amount of brain damage.
Yeah.
Because part of her superpower causes her brain to regenerate so quickly that it won't kill her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Kimiko has to go get A-Train.
I like when she's trying to communicate with A-Train with the books.
Book covers,
right?
Yeah.
She's trying to communicate by picking up book, and then she picks up like Easy to Kill, and he's like, "Whoa, up, bitch!" Like, all ready to go. Like,
oh yeah.
But I think you're starting to really see where A-Train knows that he's like this is not where he wants to be. Like, he does not. He knows he needs to get away from Vought, but he doesn't know how.
God, I hate that they're doing this to me, but they're making me like A-Train.
Yeah, because you see,
they're making me like him because he's not a good guy.
Well, yeah, but no one at Vought is. You know,
what it cut out? What'd you say?
No one at Vought is.
No, but like it's just it's so cool to see that, like to see that the show's been able to make me kind of like A-Train.
Yeah, and so with that, and like we've seen in this season, like most of their rescues are staged.
Yes,
it's actors, it's a staged scene.
Yep.
And so he drops him off, puts him on the stretcher,
and the kid sees,
and there's a mom and her kid there. And he sees like this kid like looking up to him, like the way that everybody
look up to a hero.
Look up to them. Mm-hmm. And it's like you can see where he's having that moment of like, I really saved somebody, and I really did something good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to see how that aspect is going to play out. What else did we have in this? Oh, the internment camps.
Yep. We did figure out that is the goal to do internment camps.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm kind of glad that they went the way they did with the butler basically killing Tech Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fun.
But
I've cleaned I've done everything with this guy, but fucking internment camps.
Yeah.
That's the limit. I can't do it.
He's like, don't worry, I'll make it look like an accident. He really liked David Carradine.
The other guy, the former sidekick that's in there that helps him, like when he breaks free, and he doesn't talk the entire time. So yeah, and in the cave I know. That's what I'm saying. Like there is his former sidekick all tied up completely in a red leather suit or latex suit, so you can't see anything except for his eyes and his mouth, and he has a ball gag, and he's tied up or whatever, right? Well, he finally breaks that. He's shaking his head. He finally breaks the chain or whatever because they're trying to figure out how to torture Tech Knight to get info from him, and he's a masochist. So they're like, how do we torture a masochist?
Yeah, because Kimiko stabbed him in the leg twice,
and he's like, "Stab me again, touch my balls."
Do it. Yeah.
So the former sidekick breaks away, grabs his laptop, and shows him how to get into his bank account. And so how do you fuck with a billionaire by taking away his money? So they start donating his money like Black Lives Matter and what's her like hard left that progressive stuff.
Political action committees. Now, Ando, I have to ask. You shake your head. Are you shaking your head at what's happening, or are you shaking your head at the fact that I can correctly identify every single thing that we're discussing? Like
it's the way that Ty's describing it, where he says ball gag, and I'm sorry, I couldn't say it with a straight face, but he's just like, yeah, they're tied up with a ball gag, and you can see his. It's just. And you guys want me to watch this show?
You can have a conversation. We're all adults here.
Yeah, we're all adults here.
Ty is all calmly sitting here. proper, like he's addressing the State of the Union. Yeah, and there are ball gags in the
Hey,
show.
Ando, maybe I'm just a little kinkier than you. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I've had people with ball gags. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Congrats to you, Ty.
Ando's like, I just want missionary. Leave me alone.
And doggy.
On occasion, on my birthday, doggy. But other than that, missionary.
Whoa, hold on. And reverse cowgirl. And sex in a jacuzzi. Jacuzzi. There we go. Cool.
But you gotta make sure she's still like dressed in the jacuzzi, right? Because you gotta be like.
No. I mean, if it's like a swimsuit or bikini, I mean, I'm totally fine with that. So.
Like Ando couldn't hang with Ashley coming out in her PVC dress.
I want to say. So what happened to her? She just like goes upstairs and she's gone the rest of the episode. After she rubs, I'm saying, dried cum onto Web Weaver's mask, and they're still looking.
Oh my goodness!
The worst part is, like, I was sitting here watching this, and I'm like remembering that scene. I feel like if you put Ando in a Web Weaver suit and he had to pretend he was Web Weaver, he would have turned into Huey in that last scene right before Tech Knight pointed out that he knew he was like, yeah, dude. I'm like,
yeah, I do love that when he's trying.
Like, there's so much cum in here that, like, if you touch my crotch, it's gonna crack like peanut brittle. Like,
he's trying to talk dirty and also talk like that guy. Because how does talk? Yeah, bro, that's cool. I'm so hard right now.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb. But no, I mean, the episode was cool. I don't know where we're gonna go. I mean, we have
go.
What?
Where can you go from an episode like that?
We
Where
can
can
go a
you
lot of places.
Ando, it was just a season ago that we had the superhero orgy, and you missed that.
Yeah, the superhero orgy,
I mean, but no, I mean, like Sage.
Ando didn't see the exploding penis.
No, he didn't. They exploded. No, the giant penis that wraps around people's necks and chokes them out.
Yeah, didn't see that. Yeah.
He didn't.
I saw that in Scary Movie too.
He didn't see the tiny guy go into a man's penis and then sneeze and blow up and kill the guy. Yeah. And it was like, what the? He didn't see mother's milk get covered in cum when he opened up the door.
Yeah. He hasn't seen the Deep with his octopus.
Yeah, the Deep fucking an octopus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like. That's another scene that happens. It's like it's a tiny scene. It's not like doesn't feel important, but it's kind of cool. That scene where the Deep and Black Noir are talking at the table.
Yeah.
That's an interesting scene. I don't know why, but it feels super interesting.
He's like, we were best friends. Why didn't you come to me? I could tell you everything.
But the thing is, if you know and if you've watched, Black Noir couldn't stand the Deep.
Yeah.
But he's so dense,
enemies.
We're best of friends.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
He's trying to keep, like, because let's face it, no one outside of Vought knows that Black Noir's dead.
Yeah.
So,
I do love that when they said, well, the only thing we found in his room was a bunch of drawings of the Beaver character. And they're like, why did he have that? I don't fucking know. And I'm like, the Beaver character of his like little friend, his childhood friend that's been with him the whole time. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's so great. That's such a great throwback.
But the thing is, like they learned when they first brought this guy in. Like they had to keep telling him, Black Noir doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Black
he keeps wanting, what's my motivation? What's my focus? What am I like?
Shut your mouth. That's what you like.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Black Noir doesn't fucking talk.
So the thing is, though, if this guy gets out there, because obviously he's a talker, because he's an actor, the risk is that now the secret that Black Noir is dead is going to get out.
Right. Well, not just that, but he's also been in on 2 or 3 of like the crimes that have just went down.
Yeah.
I love how he stands on that thing. I'm like, I don't like violence. Bro, you were the first one to start swinging the bat when Homelander started to kill these guys.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I think the Deep is doing it because it's like, hey, he doesn't want to see Homelander kill anybody else, but he also can't risk this shit getting out because, the Deep was just Ezra Millard. Like,
well, I think the Deep one, yes, like you said, doesn't want shit getting out, but I also think that, like, Deep is kind of an interesting guy because he does and doesn't know that he's at the bottom of the barrel of the 7. Like he
Well, no, because they got Firecracker, so he's slightly a step up.
Slightly, but she's at the party and he's not. You know.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Black Noir brings that up, and I think he sees a moment to like bond with this guy and talk about it. And like, you know, when he's talking about Black Noir, he says, people don't know that he got a hard on from killing people, and I'm starting to get that too. Like,
A hard on for killing people.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first soup that was that way.
I don't know. If I had to get a hard on for anything, it'd be justice. That would be my tagline. I got a hard on for justice.
Well, I'm pretty
and that's
sure
how he gets
Homelander
arrested
said when he jerked off a rooftop. So, you know.
He also used to have like didn't he have sex with himself once? So I mean,
yeah, you know,
What did he make a pocket pussy of his own asshole?
No, he had a character that could like shapeshift, and he made them. Well, he didn't actually make them turn into him. He just did that, and then he got the kink for it because he used to have him turn into this other character, but like it wasn't going well, and so the guy like shapeshifted into himself, and so he went to go fuck himself.
Okay, so would that make him gay then because he fucked himself?
They actually have that conversation. It's not gay.
Yeah,
it's yourself.
But it's a guy.
But it's yourself.
Yeah,
you're just touching yourself.
I get that you love yourself, but you're
just touching yourself, Ando.
Yeah, you're just touching yourself, Ando.
It's just masturbation.
No, masturbation.
Like the salad tossing human centipede 2 episodes ago. Still
There's a human centipede in this show.
There was a guy who could like make copies of himself, and they run into a version of him in a sauna who has made like 4 or 5 copies of himself, and he's like, yes, making a human centipede, licking his own asshole out of his mouth as the main guy at the front jerking off to a picture of Firecracker.
Yeah, still a better love story than Twilight.
And they have Pink Eye.
Yes.
Yes, when they get into a fight, he's like, "Oh, Pink Eye, get away from me."
Which here's the better part about the show. All of this that we've talked about, because we're just, I'm pretty sure me and Tyler just die and watch an Ando be like, what the hell? And everyone was like, what do you mean Frenchie's gay? We're like, for starters, Frenchie's bi and he's French, so it tracks.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is when I start watching this show, we need to do like a live party of my reactions.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't start this hard. Like it takes a bit to get there.
It takes like 6 or 7 episodes.
Oh, so there's a little bit of easing in process. Like, hey, you're gonna take me to dinner. We're gonna make out on the couch. There may be a little bit.
The show starts off more with gore than it does with sex, and then it gets there.
Right. Yeah, it gets there. Yeah.
Okay. No, I think the show has some good stuff. I also are you a fan of Supernatural, Ando?
I enjoy Supernatural.
So there's a lot of because one of the main showrunners is from Supernatural, as well as they keep trying to incorporate as many people from Supernatural as possible into the show.
Yeah, I heard that they got Jared Padalecki.
Yeah, that he's gonna apparently show up next season, I guess.
I like it.
Yeah. So and then Butcher.
And also technically the president is playing the same character kind of because it's the same name.
Butcher is Carl Urban's character, right? He's human.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he is at this point.
Yeah. So since Andrew doesn't know, we'll just give you a little bit of brief. Butcher has a brain tumor that is triggered by his excessive use of Compound V,
which is the stuff that makes people superheroes.
Which is the stuff that makes the suits. Yeah. And it turns out, so like we talked about last week, the end of the episode, they captured the scientist and Butcher had cut off his leg to make it look like one of the barnyard animals, cannibal barnyard animals, had eaten him.
Okay.
And you see, did you watch The Walking Dead?
Negan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, he came in this season.
Yeah, he came in this season. And he comes in as like some old like
army buddy
of Butcher's.
Okay.
Who's also working at the FBI.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we
find
out
my French, but this is getting fucking deep.
Yeah. Well,
they have the deep.
Yeah, they have the deep. So we find out this season, and like it was something that was speculated early on, but it was confirmed in this episode that this guy is basically in his head. It's a hallucination.
Okay.
He hasn't been there the entire season.
Yeah, so he thinks that he's been talking to this old buddy of his and his dead baby mama.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew the wife was dead because we saw her die in like season 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We knew she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
But we started noticing, especially now, because up until this episode, really, anytime he interacted with him, it was just the two of them. There was no one else really around. But you start noticing that
Very, very Fight Clubby in the way of
Okay. All right.
that, in the way of like they kind of do it like Fight Club too, because they show flashbacks of the scenes we've seen previously in the season where he's having those conversations, and we see he's doing it by himself. We see when he's sitting on a bench when he thought he was having a conversation, when he was having a cup of coffee and pouring alcohol, we see that he pours it on the table instead of actually the guy's coffee cup because there's no one there. So yeah, like we see all of that stuff. So it's pretty cool. I would say also if you were, if you like, again, people from Supernatural, you're gonna like Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy up in the
Jensen
sun,
Ackles.
watch me crank
Yes.
watch me roll.
Which, by the way, still a character I want to come back because that
I'm sorry.
character.
Can we all agree before we continue talking about the boys? Can we all agree that Jensen Ackles' favorite line of all time is when he yells "son of a bitch" at the end of like episode 4 in season 2 when the lady runs off with all of his lottery tickets? That is the best line he says. When he and Jared are sitting at the end of the graveyard and they're like, "Yeah, man, yeah, we're gonna go and cash these," and then you see the car running in the background and Jared knows he's gonna say it, and he's like, "Son of a bitch!" And yeah, everybody in the scene breaks character. It's amazing. You guys got to rewatch it.
I still like that he voiced Red Hood in the animated stuff. So
That was cool.
and he was great. No, but yeah, he comes in. There's a character in season 3. Yeah, season 3. Season 3 called Soldier Boy that comes in.
Isn't he the dad of Homelander?
Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, allegedly.
Because
we
there's
can tell him
a scene-
because he's gonna forget by the time he gets around to the.
Yeah.
Because there's a scene that I saw. I think it was on like Facebook where there was a clip of it where he's like, something. I'm really disappointed that you're my boy. I wish you'd fucking die or something like that.
It's a reveal towards the end of season 3 when it comes up. It's a reveal kind of.
Yeah.
But yes, that is true. But he's supposed to be like a fucked up Captain America is what he's supposed to be.
Mhm.
Because all the superheroes in here are fucked up like versions of other characters, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what he's supposed
Like
to be.
the immoral imbalance of the character that you're watching.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the Deep obviously is supposed to be Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got obviously
that's why he
Homelander is supposed to be
fucks
Superman. Queen Maeve is supposed to be Wonder Woman. A-Train is supposed to be the Flash.
Who's Starlight
Starlight's
supposed to be?
I would assume Supergirl.
Yeah, probably
Or-
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
They all
kinda
get bodied anyway.
She's kind of cute.
All of them get bodied by the Justice League. All of them.
And one of the tamest things from this episode was Firecracker is taking drugs so that she can lactate, so that Homelander can suck her boobs, and that is like the tamest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, one of Homelander's things is he likes, like it's stated in season 1. We see it basically how they kind of control him is one of the female characters lets him because she has a child and he gets jealous because she's giving attention to the child, the baby, and so like it becomes a whole thing kind of to help control him is to kind of like baby him because he's never had a mother character, and so yes, he likes sucking on her nipples and milking all that stuff, and so that's been kind of
he's flying around, killing people, got mouth on boob.
Yep. But yes, Firecracker takes a bunch of regiments so that she could start.
I gotta ask because my sick, twisted mind is going there. I take it Firecracker is a redhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with the southern accent, she'd do anything.
Yeah, she's a Southern Belle.
Yeah.
What's it? And her podcast is what the.
Oh
God, what's her podcast called? Like Truth Bomb or Truth?
Something. It's horrible. It's
Yeah.
So you're
Oh,
saying it's something I would like.
I don't know. What do you like?
Apparently, redheads.
very,
who-
very religious.
Oh, well, okay. So the actress is very attractive. Yes, I'm not
Yeah.
denying that.
Yeah.
The actress is very attractive.
Yeah.
And
Then she
the
opens her
actress is
mouth.
doing a great job at playing this character. She's doing
Yeah.
wonderful.
She
The
ain't
character
ugly, that's for
sucks. The character's a fucking asshole and a bitch and a fucking idiot. But like Yes, she's hot and she is a great actress. She's doing a good. I don't know if I've ever seen this actress before, but she's doing a great job.
Like I've seen her in something before.
I'm gonna have to look up if I have or not.
Now I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Go. Actually, yeah, Will put a picture of Firecracker up.
Yeah,
let's do it. Let's show the world the Firecracker.
Sent it to you.
Oh,
you did?
Damn.
Not to you, to Brand or to Ando.
Oh, they have a private chat. Look at that.
Ooh.
They're sending some pictures privately.
Damn, go Firecracker.
Something going on.
I mean, I'm just saying tonight their cameras will keep going on and off. I don't know. Maybe they're in the other rooms. Maybe I don't know.
I'll be right there. Do not take off the strawberry dress. Tell Matt I need 10 minutes.
Ando, make sure you get her those pizza bagels.
Oh, she's gonna get more than pizza bagels.
she's gonna spit her Pepsi all over her camera, or choke, one or the other.
I'm hoping somewhere. I'm hoping that our resident streamer is watching and laughing and crying laughing.
You know what? This is
the rest of the people. Just for the rest of the people out there who don't know what she looks like.
Here she is. Oh, that picture doesn't do her justice because it makes her look flat-chested.
She ain't ugly.
That picture does not do her justice.
Hold
She is
on,
not
let's
ugly.
fix this. Yeah, we.
Yeah, because I'm like, I mean, to be fair, they do a good job in the show to like make her look the way they make her look. So that picture is like not doing it justice.
Hold on.
There's a character in the show called Mother's Milk.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, that's his nickname.
Oh,
That's his superhero name.
No, that's a superhero.
That's his soup name. Sorry.
What? What are you talking about?
Because he has an actual name. I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah, but remember, he's not a soup or anything.
Yes, he is.
What? No.
Yes.
Mother's Milk isn't a superhero. He beats the shit out of superheroes.
No, but he has he has Compound V in his system.
No, he doesn't. He's the one
super strong.
No, he doesn't. He's the one who like hardcore hates it. He's the one who doesn't touch it.
Oh, okay, she was in the most recent Tick adaptation on Amazon Prime.
She was in the Tick?
Everest. Yep, she played Dot Everest.
Ah, man, I maybe need to rewatch the Tick.
Yep, she was also in the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn,
on the internet.
and she was in About Detroit.
Every
Or
picture
Detroit
that I can
Becoming
find
Human.
makes her look flat chested.
Me too.
Which is
Same
sucks
with me.
because in the show she's definitely not.
No.
No,
Yeah, she's not.
she definitely would have my attention.
Well, like she talks about how she went from being like a podcaster with a few hundred followers to being like leading the news on VOT Network. Like she's so excited to be there, part of the 7.
No, I won't. I won't lie. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, she's a beautiful actress, and there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
It's just she's an interesting character. She's funny in the sense of like how like twisted she is. She's willing to do anything to get like the people like to be on the inside because she's always used to being on the outside. Her power, we haven't even really seen her use her power very much, like if at all. Yeah, she gets her ass beat from Starlight
And,
at least.
for the record, I needed to confirm because I was like, no, they mentioned that he had used yes, he's very anti-Compound V, but that his super strength comes from it.
What?
Because it was administered to him when he was in the army. So he wasn't given a choice. And it was before they knew what Compound V really was. So yeah, everybody who is a part of the boys.
It says that was something only in the comics, but not in the show.
No, it's been in both.
Because everything I'm reading says it just talks about it in the comics, not the show.
No, Mother's Milk is a physically fit former boxer and United States Army Ranger, later employed by the CIA. One of the only naturally born soups, resulting from his mother being exposed to large quantities of enhancement drug Compound V, granting him superhuman levels of strength and durability.
That's the comic storyline.
Elizabeth Shue is in this show.
He is still considered a soup.
I'm gonna have to look more into because I'm 99% sure they confirm he's not, because that's why it's a big deal. because the only two soups are because they bring it up several times. There's only actually no, because they do confirm that this episode, because when they're talking about the virus that they need to make, they're like, oh, we need you to make the virus strong enough to kill Homelander, and he goes, well, if you do that, that means you will. The only way to make something strong enough to kill Homelander, you need to make it strong enough to become airborne, and that means it'll kill all soups. And the only two people they name, well, technically they named three people. They named Butcher's son, they name Kimiko, and they name Starlight. They don't name him, and if he had it in his veins, he'd die. So that's the thing. He doesn't in the show. He doesn't have any powers.
Hold on, I gotta stop you guys
But his
here.
powers, even in the comic, is super strength.
Yeah, in the comics, but not in the show. He doesn't have it.
And yes, he does. In season 1, that's where he gets all this massive strength from.
No.
Yes.
I promise you, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. That's why the issue with his daughter is so bad.
We need to do a reading
because because the concern has always been, did I pass this to my daughter? And now that his daughter is starting to show aggression,
that wasn't it though. The thing that he was worried about passing to his daughter was the fact that he had this buildup of anger against Soups because of what happened to his family. That was the storyline they built. He didn't want to put his hatred of Soups and that anger and anxiety onto her. So he's feeling bad right now this season. She's having that anger and aggression that he had as a child that he didn't want to give to her. It wasn't anything about superpowers. It was just that emotional trauma that he had and he carried all that time, and he didn't want to put that baggage on a kid.
Yeah, but he has super strength. Like, that was something that was talked about when it was introducing him and Frenchie. It was talking about his super strength and, of course, Frenchie and his ability to do a billion drugs.
I need to do a rewatch.
Okay. Well, I did rewatch it like 2 months ago.
We need to do a rewatch and a reread.
Oh, yeah. I'm 90%. I mean, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I will say it. But I'm 90% sure that like he doesn't have powers, because that was one of the things that they made different. I remember obviously there's a lot of things different from the comics, but he doesn't have anything from like the comics. I remember him having powers, but he doesn't in the show.
His strength is considered his power,
but he doesn't have any strength. He does get his ass beat every time.
No, not every time.
There's been like no situations where he's beaten up the shit out of any superheroes unless like they were already like unconscious or like drugged out of their mind, or he like
there have been times when like he's been moving stuff. So technically in the storyline, because it even doesn't talk about, until Butcher got the tumor, they didn't talk about Butcher's use of Compound V.
Well, the whole season was him using the V.
Well, we knew he was, but it didn't talk. No, that was season 2. It didn't talk about it in season 1.
Well, season 3 was when he started using it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't using it in season 2.
Yeah, see, and so that's where, and this is where it kind of bleeds over. Like, there are a lot of things they don't talk about in the show that people have just kind of assumed have carried over from the comics, which is that basically all of the boys at some point in time have some sort of ability as a result of Compound B, whether it is they took it, whether it was like in Mother's Milk's case, where it was transferred to him from his mother.
Well, we can look into it and check it out later. I know the show has gone away and clearly said, like, you know, they talked about Homelander's son being the first natural born super person. They talk about how, again, when they're gonna kill the Soups, they never mention him. Like, he never comes up that he would die. That's like, I don't think he has any V in him at all in the show. But I mean, we can look into it.
Well, it may be something they've never talked about in the show. But if
you got something to say?
I was gonna say I don't have any V on me.
If they're going the original storyline, though, then he was. Whether it was reported that he did or not is another story, because his mom may have tried to keep it a secret so that Vought wouldn't take him.
Right. We can look into that later. I'm sure that we probably have some more things on the list, but
I'm gonna condense it though.
We only did 40 minutes on the boys. That's all.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I just found out looking at the cast crew, Elizabeth Shue is in this show.
Great cast.
Yes.
Oh, it's an amazing cast.
I gotta say, I love Elizabeth Shue. The first movie I ever remember seeing her in was Adventures in Babysitting.
Edgar's a great fucking character, good actor. I forget the actor's name, but the guy who plays Edgar.
All right. So a couple of things I did want to go over real quick before we get out of here. We're going on Janae's news in a minute. We do have some pictures, some more pics from that Superman movie.
It doesn't look as baggy. This is also far away, but
And
All we can see is
and
its feet.
and I love the fact that they have the logo on the back of the cape.
Yes.
That is a plus for me.
that Green Lantern's derpy looking.
Well, he's supposed to be.
It's Nathan Fillion. What do you expect?
Hey, no, that's nothing about Nathan.
No, Nathan Fillion. I'm saying that as like a form of respect. Nathan Fillion can play a very dopey character real well.
No, I think what we're seeing here, because the costumes have that like logo on the side, the white design. I think what we're seeing is because they've already confirmed what's his face in the movie.
Isn't that Hawk Girl in the shot too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forget Max. What can I say his name?
Maxwell Lord.
Yes, I think this is the concept of his persona of what he thinks, like Maxwell Lord's persona of what he thinks the Justice League should look like, because they would be uniform, they would all be looking similar and the same, and I think that's why we see that kind of with both Hawkgirl and Green Lantern. Their suits have that basic similar style and build look. I think that's gonna play into it. Like maybe they might be Maxwell Lord's Justice League.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Janae, what anime news you got for us?
Something that you're not happy about.
Uh-oh.
It's not something I gave you this week?
No.
Uh-oh.
Let me find it. There it goes.
Like which one? I've heard a couple different ones. I'm curious which one.
No, so Knights of Earth is celebrating their 30th anniversary, and so there's going to be a possible remake for it, which I'm excited for because I love the manga and I love the original anime. But Will does not like this.
It's called Knights of what?
Knights of Earth.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
It's a magical girl kind of thing. So
Why don't you like it, Will?
Because it's the wrong kind of magical girl. I don't take it serious enough.
What is a wrong?
Now
period? What's wrong?
the dub quality, the sound and dub quality is horrible, but I think I'm trying to think of. I'll have to relook. I'm trying to remember if it came late 70s, early 80s anime, or if it was mid to late 80s.
Knights of what again?
A Ray Earth.
Nice Ray Earth. I thought it.
It's a clamp storyline.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't take it serious enough.
Clamp is an all-female manga.
That's definitely an 80s art style.
I just didn't take the character serious enough. I mean,
that's definitely an 80s
that's
art
just
style.
me.
Well, Clamp usually sticks with like a similar art style because they also did Sakura. They also did Angelic Layer.
Yeah.
They did.
I did like Angelic Layer. Layer.
I've never seen the anime. I have the manga, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Anime rocks.
What is it?
I like the sword. The sword looks cool.
Yeah.
I just don't.
And then like when they get more powerful, like the swords get bigger, and then they have, I believe, like there's robot things after a while.
When they get more powerful, the swords get bigger.
I'm serious. I know it's funny.
It's true. It's true.
And then
Ando's like, my sword gets bigger all the time.
Yeah, I did in fact say that.
But my thing, I just didn't, and that's why I didn't care for it, because I personally just didn't take the character serious enough. That's just.
Is it the art style that's goofy or the story?
I don't like the art style in it.
And he likes Angelic Layer, and that's the same art style.
But the thing about it, though, at least Angelic Layer's characters, I take serious. It had a better storyline to it. Had a better storyline, and the game itself, which makes Angelic Layer, was so interesting. Yeah. That's what I liked about that. I just didn't look at that and like take it serious. I mean,
I'll have to look into it.
Goofy as early Serena was, as goofy as early Sailor Moon was, original. I like that better.
Are you saying that there wasn't enough Asian ladies in it, Will? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, no. I just didn't care for the anime. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, for our audience that's going to be listening to this and don't watch the actual video, I get what you're saying. Wink, wink. Got it. Because the way that you were looking at it, it's like, no, we got the storyline. Wink is what you
I
didn't like
didn't
about
care
got
for
it.
it.
Ando is definitely pulling a Rocket Raccoon right now.
Was more, because Angelic Lair's
Oh, I
storyline.
winked with the wrong eye. Damn it.
But Angelic Lair, part of his storyline dealt with tech. That game was built and based on heavy tech.
Mhm.
And I really enjoyed the battles in Angelic Lair too. If you haven't seen the anime, definitely go check it out. It's awesome. I didn't like the way Athena didn't win at the end though. I thought Athena should have won at the end, but I get it.
Yeah.
You know, the
I've
daughter.
technically never seen the Card
connected to
Sakura.
comics, too, technically.
Huh?
I was saying I've never seen like Card Sakura, and so I know of it. I've just never watched it.
It's pretty good. It's one of the first animes I let my daughter watch, and she really enjoys it, and that's why she got into wanting to learn how to roller skate. It's because Sakura does.
I didn't know that anime existed until I became an adult. Why, I don't know. But
Because I'm trying to remember if it was on Toonami for a while or not. I
It
think
was,
it
I
was,
thought.
and it was for a little bit, but not. I don't remember
Not long.
all of it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
no.
watch a lot. I feel bad because I only watched a little bit of Toonami because I know I did watch. I'm just trying to remember what I watched. I didn't watch Naruto. I didn't watch Bleach.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
I didn't watch either one of those. I watched Gundam, watched Dragon Ball Z, watched Sailor Moon, Trigun.
I didn't watch Trigun.
What's it?
Love Trigon.
Still
Don't forget
not
Cowboy
watched Trigun.
Bebop.
That other mech show with the girl with the cat ears.
Don't forget. Oh, Pilot Candidate.
Yes, thank you. And like some
Love
other
that
one.
show.
But I never really watched Naruto or Bleach on there when it was the.
They did Pilot Candidate dirty. I think they did Pilot Candidate dirty because I think they only had like one season of
And
it.
then Tenchi Muyo was on it too. I
That
don't
was good. Tenchi Muyo was good.
Reboot.
Yeah, that's good.
My ex loved Naruto, and I tried to watch it because she wanted me to see some episodes. So I think I watched like 4 or 5 episodes with her. And I mean, had she kept making me, I would have kept watching. Obviously, I would have for someone. But I do remember being like, "Oh, so this show sucks." I was like, because everyone I talked to, they were like, "Oh," whenever I talked to Naruto, they're like, "Oh, my favorite character is this person or this person." And I was like, "Yeah, the main character sucks." And they're all like, "Oh yeah, he does." And I'm like, "So you have a show called Naruto centered around Naruto, but no one actually likes Naruto. Everyone likes the supporting characters."
Right.
Var.
Now,
I read some of the manga because my brother got the manga, and it was also in my big huge Shonen Jump magazines that I would get monthly or weekly or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to watch the anime was really hard, and it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z where they put lots of fillers and like stretched it out. Instead of doing the manga and just going bam, 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 bam.
Well, I looked it up too. I guess I found out, I think at the time I looked this up, Naruto came out in the States the same time, roughly about the same time, Power Rangers and Ninja Storm coming out. And so they were both, obviously both based off Japanese shows, so both kind of, so they essentially there was a lot of ninja stuff at that time frame because of that.
Right. What other news you got, Janae?
The only other one is The Rose of Versailles is getting a remake for its 50th anniversary, and that's going to come out in 2025. And I never read the manga, but I don't know if it's still on Crunchyroll. But like when Crunchyroll first came out, I did watch the anime and I did enjoy it. It basically it's a period piece, and it's focused on the personal bodyguard / knight of Marie Antoinette, and it's a girl that is raised up to be a boy because back in the day you could not give your title or anything to a girl. It had to be a boy, and they didn't have any other children, and so this knight dresses like a boy, acts like a boy. Everybody knows it's a girl, and just goes the storyline for her struggles through trying to be taken seriously and all that, but also trying to protect Marie Antoinette and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting.
The birth of the tomboy and lesbianism. Gotcha.
Right? It's, oh, I forgot what the Revolution Girl, whatever that one is, with the long pink hair.
I remember that. Yeah, with the sword.
Yeah. So that's the same artist, I believe, that does the.
Wasn't it Utah or Utopia,
Yeah.
something like that?
You know what?
Utah Revolutionary Girl or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
You know what
Revolutionary Princess.
You know what anime I'm still looking to rewatch? I don't know if it's last time I checked it wasn't on any streaming services, but every so often I look it up. It wasn't on Toonami, it was on Jetix. Which was like, Disney's version of like Toonami, not really.
Mhm.
Oban Star Racers. I think it was like a Korean anime.
Why does that sound familiar?
Oban Star Racers.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there's always like a race in the stars and the cosmos, and essentially people, races have to like compete in it, and humanity was chosen to compete in it, and so it's all about this person doing these races. I can't remember the full plot of it, but I just remember loving it as a kid.
French, Japanese.
I thought it was Korean. I thought.
I don't know. At least that's what it says.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is French. I thought it was Korean. But Oban Star Racers.
It sounds like the episode of Rick and Morty where they had to like compete in a talent show.
The whole series is based off this race that they're in.
It looks familiar, but
it's an interesting art style because it intertwined both 2D and 3D art style into it.
Okay. But it
Right,
kind of
real
looks
quick.
familiar.
All right, real quick, I do want to go over a few other things we get to do. We'll go ahead and get on out of here. And I can't believe they're doing this because I've never been interested. I've never been interested in this character. Wonder Man will be a sitcom parody similar to She-Hulk. Bro.
Here's the thing, though. That actually works for that character.
I just don't like Wonder Man.
Well, yeah, no one does. I'm sure that's why they're going to do this, because it'll be... I don't know if he needs his own show. If they do it right, this is cool. I would rather, if they're going to do Wonder Man, have him show up in someone else's show and just have him pop up. But I still wish, and I know this isn't happening anymore, but years ago, remember, wasn't it supposed to be Nathan Fillion was supposed to be Wonder Man?
Yeah.
And I think that would have been perfect. Because how I saw Wonder Man, not necessarily the same exact way, but I really saw Wonder Man as like when Nathan Fillion was in Dr. Singalong Horrible Blog as Captain Hammer. I really saw that almost as similar style of what would be Wonder Man, because he likes, he's an actor. He's likes the very similar to Booster Gold in the idea of likes the attention, likes the recognition of like, I'm a superhero.
So do you think they're expecting that show to fail because it's Wonder Man?
What they'll do is they'll find ways to stack other characters. Wong will show up.
You gotta stack up because he's a B character.
Yep.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you can do a B character in a show. You can do that. I'd rather see a B character do a show than them try to do a 2.5 hour movie and say,
Right.
"Come on, guys, hit the box office with Wonder Man."
Yep.
That don't work.
I wonder, man, why
That shit
this
don't work.
movie completely bombed.
Yeah, so like a show's fine. I don't know. It depends how they decide to do with this show. But at this point, Marvel, I'm not even questioning what will and what won't come out. I mean, we're still waiting on Blade, which will never actually happen. So like them saying like we're gonna do Wonder Man, I'm like, are you though? Because you did say that a decade ago.
We gotta see. Real quick, the thumbnail here. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 will be releasing July 16th.
Is part 2 on Max yet? I don't think it is it?
I don't think it's on Max yet.
I had to
Okay.
go to another
Like
site to
part
see Part 2.
I'll have to wait. I'm sure part 2 will be on Max soon. I think it came out shortly after the previous part came out on DVD and Blu-ray and stuff.
Well,
So
Part 1 and Part 2 have been great so far.
I need to watch part 2.
Yeah, they're both.
I'm just
awesome.
excited that I'll go see Batman Beyond because
Yeah.
I like Will Friedle's character for Batman Beyond. So
Yeah,
Terry McGinnis is a great fucking character. And the fact that
was
we
good.
apparently got robbed from Warner Brothers from a artistic style like Into the Spider-Verse Batman Beyond film that never saw the light of day is very upsetting, as well as the idea that like you had Robert Pattinson and you didn't decide to make him Batman Beyond. So like again, I feel like we've been tricked for years, and it's like Warner Brothers likes to tease us that Batman Beyond exists, but we're never actually going to do anything about it, which is very stupid on their part. But that's fine.
I agree. Production on season 2 of Netflix One Piece has begun. We have a live action My Hero Academia set for Netflix.
I thought that was
Jay doesn't like that.
I'm unsure because I really like My Hero Academia, and like if I've liked an anime and have tried to watch the live action, it hasn't panned out very well. That's why I liked One Piece. I was fine with One Piece because I didn't like the anime.
Well, what they're just gonna do is they're gonna re-release Sky High, and they're just gonna put the title on it, My Hero Academia.
Damn.
Hold on.
They're just gonna hope that no one knows. No one notices.
They haven't talked about that in Magical Rewind yet. I'm very sad.
You gotta watch how you say that though, because rest in peace, Kelly Preston. She won't be in the movie.
Yes. Kite Man, Hell Yeah trailer comes out on the 18th.
That looks fun.
Did you say Kite Man? Like Kite?
Yeah. You not seen this, Ando?
Kite Man. Yeah, Kite Man.
Like,
Have you watched the Harley Quinn animated show?
Like
You never heard of
Kite
Kite
Man,
Man?
South Park, that's played by Kyle Broflovsky.
No.
Kite Man?
No.
Ando, have you watched Harley Quinn the animated series?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you
No.
need to go watch that.
Go watch that. You'll see Kite Man.
They're
Yeah.
So
they're
if you don't
doing a
know Kite
spin-off.
Man,
They're
so
doing
if you don't know Kite Man, do you know? You probably don't know Condiment King.
Oh my god, that was
Are
funny.
you for real? You
Yes.
You don't know Condiment King?
Actually,
You don't know what
it's from
Condiment King is?
Condiment King. And
What about Calendar Man?
I know Calendar Man. Calendar Man was.
What
in
about
that
King?
movie.
What, is it King Clock?
No, it's Clock King.
Oh, Clock King. Sorry, Clock King.
No,
Yeah.
dude. Now you're just making superhero names up, man.
No, we're not.
no, these are villains.
These are villains.
Thank
These
you
are
for correcting me, Janae. I appreciate it.
Did you not watch Lego Batman? They did this.
And they did.
I watched the Lego movie.
In the
Which
Lego
has
Batman
Lego
movie,
Batman.
he's naming at the beginning of the movie, Joker's naming all these people, and even the pilot's like, I think you made up a few of those. And he's like, nope, they're all real.
All of them real, cuz.
So what
All
you're
of them
saying
real.
is we
But
can't get
hey,
Condiment Man
do-
and Green
do not
Lantern together
disrespect-
because he has
listen,
mustache.
I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and let you disrespect Condiment King. That man be hitting people. That man be hitting people with corrosive ketchup.
There's a basically Batman family
I
comic.
can't
on
believe haven't
Webtoon.
seen Condiment King. Oh my gosh.
And all the different the Bat children had to do rock paper scissors on who had to take care of Condiment King that
Yeah.
time. They're like, I don't want to, and they're like, you lost.
I do like in the Harley Quinn show when she's trying to find her bat nemesis, and it's Robin, and she's not very happy about that because her nemesis is a kid.
Yeah.
But no, the Harley Quinn show is great, and yes, Kite Man actually has a lot of interesting like lore behind him from the comics. Just because of his creation and everything, like how he became Kite Man is like, I think it's considered one of like the saddest storylines in
What,
DC.
you get
I
struck
think.
by lightning while flying a kite?
No, it's actually worse. Like you actually might be sad, Ando. Go look it up. You'll be sad. But so in the show, they decided to go like in the show.
Yes,
The
hey,
Harley
real
Quinn when they
quick.
introduced him.
Real quick.
Oh.
There's Condiment King.
Condiment King.
Yep. He works part time at McDonald's. I mean, I don't know what to say. No.
Hold on. This is legit.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is like a copy and paste if a kid had to go home with 5 minutes because he forgot to do his homework assignment, and someone said, take Frozone from the Incredibles and make him white.
Well, this is before that.
Yeah, this is before. Yeah, that's
So you're
before.
saying
Frozone
you're
copied Condiment King.
I
Right.
don't believe you guys. I
Bro,
Yeah,
bro.
Condiment King's like been around for a long time.
He got destructive mustard. Bro.
Oh, so he's really destructive to the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm sure someone it doesn't like ketchup somewhere. Someone's allergic or something. But no, yeah.
Condiment King real, Clock King real, all of them real, cut. All
But yeah,
of
they
them.
introduced, like I said, Kite Man in the.
That Kite Man right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the comic book one. Yes, but they introduce him in the Harley Quinn show. He's great. They make him kind of like I don't want to say a Chad character, but yes.
Yeah, that's Kite Man. Yeah,
Just go watch the trailer for that, Ando, and you'll understand who Kite Man is in that trailer. It's great. He's in there, and I do love that they're continuing with his new girlfriend. Oh God, what is her name? I was gonna say Silk Spectre, but that's not. I'll have to look him up for her. But I like the character. It's a character who's like a Flash villain. But I love it. They're running like a bar together, and it's not just any bar; it's the Henchmen bar. It looks like it's gonna be so much fun.
Kite Man would run.
I think we're making Ando's like ears bleed between the boys.
And Ando would love Bane in the Harley Quinn show. Bane steals the show all the time.
I would rather have a Bane only anime.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm gonna say it like this. With as bad as this week has been work-wise, any functionality that I have had as a brain has officially fucking melted from my mind. I have no brain now at this point. So
there's an episode in Harley Quinn.
Any brain cells that I had between Mother's Milk, Homelander sucking titties, and Kite Man. Yeah, no, I'm I
was to say, Ando, there's an episode in Harley Quinn where Bane is going to like the evil villain henchman shop to buy explosives and everything to go blow up Harley Quinn's base or whatever. And his card's declined. So he has to go figure out why his card is declined. And as they're going through like the charges on his card to see what's there and what's not, one of them is like, well, what is it? A dress from Sex and the City? And he goes, "You can't put a price on happiness." Oh,
when he goes to Italy to learn how to make spaghetti by hand.
Yeah, he goes to Italy to learn how to make spaghetti. And here's the thing: Bane is a character who's just a side character, but he often has his own story that is just somewhere else. The Valentine's episode when he fucks a building, Bane becomes quiet and starts having sex with a building. And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, man, you gotta.
And Bane's like, "Yeah,
it's on Max, dude. You gotta go watch it."
Or when he can't get when he needs, he's asking when he buys that cool gift for Ivy's wedding, and Ivy doesn't return it because the wedding doesn't happen. He's like, "You should return the gift for not getting married. I will get my revenge."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
I mean, you said the laugh, man. I think we've more than given you that.
Yep. I will say that my tagline has been officially reached today.
Oh yeah. Oh, and real quick, Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League trailer is now out. It is on YouTube, so we definitely go check that out. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up because your boy got to go to work tomorrow. Let me go to the man whose mind is officially blown for the night.
Sure? I may need some time to recuperate. So can you go to someone else? No. I'll go ahead and start.
He needs some aftercare right now. So
yeah. No, one thing I will say, movie wise, they did announce The Crow will officially release in theaters August 23rd. I thought that's kind of cool. To officially have a date for The Crow. Yeah, The Crow is officially coming out August 28th or August 23rd in theaters. So
I don't like that. They should have stuck with the original idea of doing October.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Get it ready for Halloween. It'll probably still be. I mean, it's only 2 months, man. So yeah, it'll probably still be in theaters.
Kat, didn't you say in the chat that Beetlejuice is already out?
Yeah, Beetlejuice is already out.
Like,
I think it came out.
Spooky season.
Beetlejuice just came out, I think, didn't it? Though,
like a week ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, the next movie that I see in theaters is either going to be Deadpool and Wolverine or Twister 2.
Yeah.
Twisters. Sorry.
Twisters.
Yeah.
Starting with me, man. Wow. I got to set the stage. This is awesome. Work sucks. I know.
You never used your safe word tonight, so you must have been okay.
What's that?
You didn't use your safe word tonight, so you must have been okay with that.
No, you guys didn't fuck me up enough for use my safe word.
You got to try harder next time, Kat.
Got you.
So, yep. Set the bar high. Gray
bring our
pubes,
A
I guess,
game.
is where gray pubes, I guess, is where it's at. No, work sucks. So it's nice to get together with you guys. I got 3 more days of hellacious work and 2 days off. Like I said, I got the Xbox Series S officially up and running. Hard drive installed, so I'm moving some stuff from my smaller hard drive onto my solid state drive. After that, Rob and I are playing Gotham Knights, so if we get some time to play, I may stream that. Other than that, I'm not really sure what's going on.
All right. Janae, what you got going on this week?
Work. That's about it.
I feel you.
Maybe the motivation to do arts.
I feel you.
Maybe.
Go, Janae!
I understand. Ty, what you got going on this week, man?
Catching up on some comics, trying to survive work and survive the heat wave. Guys, if you're out there, stay inside, guys. I don't know what it is for everyone else. Here in Yakima, I think we're gonna hit 109 on like Tuesday.
Damn.
You guys got the heat wave.
Yeah, so be safe out there.
But it's so humid. It makes it
worse. I know that anyone who knows they've been paid in my Instagram. I've been rewatching the Matrix movies. I'm actually gonna hopefully. I've watched the first 3, so I'm gonna watch the 4th one hopefully tonight or tomorrow. So that's been a fun rewatch just to enjoy that whole thing. But yeah, just like I said, reading comics, working because life is work apparently, and that is America, right? You just work to
America. Fuck yeah.
What? Yeah.
All right, Kat, what you got going on this week?
All right, so we've got a few new articles that have dropped about some news with Nintendo over at geeknewsnow.net. On Monday, we're going to have a new episode of MCU Monday on our YouTube channel at Geek News Now Official. If you want to talk about not just the Acolyte, but anything else Dark Side and Sithy related, you want to make sure that you do tune in to Geek News Now Official on Tuesday nights for the Sith Dominion.
It's all about the Jedis.
Never.
That's why I'm not invited to that show.
I was able to catch one. I was very excited to learn more about the dark side.
So Wednesday.
I like that I said I like Jedis on that show, and somebody was like, nope, wrong show, Ando. Wrong show.
So with that being said, of course, all of our podcasts do go up on Wednesdays, brand new. So if you can't catch us on our YouTube channel, but you need someone to listen to on that commute to work, hop on over to Podbean, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your favorite podcasts, and you can listen to us all week long. Then hop on back to YouTube on Thursday to catch the Cantina Happy Hour. And as always, the Geek Gauntlet will be back here on Saturday night for you.
Hey,
That's
Kat,
correct.
where can we go if we want to get notifications that everything's happening?
So the best part about that, and we love it when you guys tune in, but the cheapest way to support the channel is to make sure that you go ahead and click that like and subscribe button and the little bell down there. That way you get notified every time we go live.
Yep.
And you guys want to come back because this is an awesome show.
Yes.
Where after 10 o'clock, we talk about gray pubes and superheroes sucking on boobies.
Damn, man.
Hey, I'm just self-broadcasting, man. Self-broadcasting. Those people in Bangladesh, man, they're going to love it. They're going to love that we called them out on that.
Are we still top of the charts in Bangladesh?
No, we still need Shaw back for that.
We need Shaw
okay.
back for that. Yeah, we need Shaw back. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys will get your feet pics.
Cat, we need to be black at it, okay? We need to...
And on
I
that note, ladies and
thought you
gentlemen,
had the black community on lockdown, man.
and on that note, before we get taken off the air by the FCC, I just want to say thank you for everybody coming through tonight. We do appreciate it. Had a healthy chat out, a healthy viewership count tonight. We do appreciate it.
Oh, happy late 4th of July, everybody. Hope you guys have all your fingers and toes.
And thank you for the comments, Dave. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. And we'll see you guys next week. Everyone have a good week. Have a safe week. Stay cool.
Don't forget your safe word.